Sorry, be the Facebook. I'll become more. Apologies, man connect. Apologies, I have to start again. Assalamu alaikum, welcome to now. YouTube online bantaba la platform auto be lungo November carotil morning now the 24th of November. Name focus. Go. I hope today's date is the 24th. I hope I got that right. Both on Facebook and YouTube. Well, be join the TikTok bal content na. But Zal Danirek, I'll say screen on your tab. Keep tapping the screen and also I'll say a share because I think that is one of the requirements for TikTok broadcast. Live news is stable. I carry on because non you got rate, you got live news rate well, and when Nima rate well, they can stop it, and we don't want it to be stopped. We want to have an interactive program. Man musical play B because na UK chapter na sunole soto na colleague menketa Joko Fatu Siseti akotoma dingole banta Gambia ba kondo na sangola abu akanyim programme jibe bakere andum na barima balema bu UDP UK chapter ani ko yawata do bake e ka fo la sister dingo me ka fera mutula dam fa wala min jodo ada Gambia kunu funding ke din nam in her mid 20s wo mo ni ko yaleti wala na bi nata programme to bari man na sign in track in play nga konton sangola le UK chapter mo be a konton sangola ba konton na ni ko ya nyinna alama la jam sunela tala mani tala to nyal to malbe alama ne manin ka forkelaye sad funding ke sa te bala fa wartale wala nan ka fo le jam dunia ko kan nata lunta yalla nga domandoma al nga domandoma ni ko moli al nga domandoma modol bi jelo ka kawye woleti ñim politico fon ay kawye wol siandi bak kawye wol siat mo be lafita recognition la dol bi je de go overboard ka kulke bari mo yemen do ko ñun dunia kono faylo li bo le tar lay laari ñatos la ka loru wala na moye la lakiro doku ñinan dunia kono be balwo kono don't be carried away and don't let any amount of euphoria ya hadama dingol tonye ya hadama dingol tumi ngafo janne wati hani ntede ntolla londo ma wara dino kono baki bat londi tiol ka memfo e commence talla na la waro na la sembo be akontolu temu aman ku woto o se sala mo nyanta haklo to lawtol de man sa talla me entol da azale ñun dunia tonko nano da ala sembo is infinite moboka haymano moboka sumano aman dandula soto bare ako nyawanya ninda mali ño tonye atete kunna jede ko de sala ngo mudduni ko limbalti wala na ñen politiko kono nengo be men satala mo salon ka fu mo jamale be njibe kan wara lafita mo le tulo diandila yeta e kamola hadama dingola wede ya fa ya mari tofo ima nari tofo wo junubo ala ko sofete henne kala man bete ya so mbe na colleague na dear sister mi gada Joko Fatu tebe Birmingham Fatu siselo mi ka fa Joko Fatu alkaje baken programme to hani nyen gala fon wa sawarta je baka telom atelon jaray be du ko la no fundraising team ay ni ko yasoto kunun me do wala mba konto na sangola ko tenke on behalf of UDP line bantaba and as chairman of UK chapter mbokay mang lena nuyu bu baax ba si UDP line bantaba si ñetti platforms yi si Facebook si YouTube bi ak TikTok ñu nekk si TikTok nak mang lena ñaan ngeen tap the screen si ari live dama don jale normally suma ñëwé bantaba dama di play suñu sign in music bi why tay play mako because suma collègue bi Nathan Ward suñu collègue bi nekk UK chapter doomam bi doomi sister moo gaañu Gambia démba so out of respect loolu te tey si programme bi play ma musique maa ngi doon wax ne di ko ñaanal di ko jaale yàlla suñu borom ñu ngi ñaan yàlla suuf bi continuer sedda kam yàlla may ko aljana bu sedda bi yàlla suñu borom may leen xol bu muñ pour ñu mën a muñ tiis bi le neexut nag waaye àdduna amul solo àdduna dafa dañ fi ñëw ganale fi si rek àdduna nit da nga war a bàyyi sa xel doomi adama nag looy def da nga war a bàyyi sa xel bu baax a baax léegi nag politique bi Gambia politique bi dafa tilim politique bi dafa salte ku ko waxut rek yow bëgguloo wax dëgga waaye du ñëpp ñoo si bokka de ñeneen ñi nag ñu ngi toog téye seen njàmbur because dañoo xalaat seen diggante ak seen baameel waaye am na ñoo xam ne dañ dee kufang politics ànd ak tuumal ànd ak tooñ politique bu ànd ak saaga ku ko def rek da nga xatal sa baameel bi àdduna bi dañu war a bàyyi suñu xel bu baax a baax man nag ñaanuma loolu yàlla su fekkee ne politique yi saaga politique yi tuumal doomi adama wala di am ñaaw njorto si nit mooy tax ma ñëw si plateforme bi dama tëj plateforme bi ma dem toppatoo suma soxla Europe ak bari soxla fii xanaa nit yoo bëggut a def dara rek waaye fii time is valuable programme bi balaa ma dugga si dama dee commencé ak civic education because plateforme bi ñaari mbaxana lañ sol politique bi ak waxtaan ak suñ nit yi ñun yëpp mënuñoo bokk si benn political party loolu c'est du démocratie te man su suma xelaat waxuma keneen ak keneen de soo bokkut United Democratic Party miir na yow dombu réew bu bon nga te miirut ne de soo nekk si UDP yow yaa baax keneen baaxut man si suma xelaat democracy is about people's choices and people's preferences will always differ ku wax naka sudu noonu wala nga def loo xam ne àndut ak loi wala nga bugg a jaxase nit yi loolu dinañ ko condemn waaye man si suma xelaat suma jànga bi ak lu tuuti lu ma jànga passé na may mere nit because bokkuñ xelaat democracy is not an easy thing dama ko dee wax fii neex na torop ku nekk oo boppam man démocrate la but when push come to shove only few will be counted so nuyu naa leen bu baax a baax si plateforme bi suma sista bi Hadi Sane dina join ci kanam pour ñu continuer waxtaan buñ startoon fi Saturday si affaire yi IEC because waxoon naa ko fii ne suñu programme bi Saturday was short lived because time la amoon man dama amoon meeting samedi boobu noonu dañ dee busy si weekend bi rek am naa ñaari meeting du plateforme bi rek lañ dee wax ñu ngi def work behind the scenes yëpp pour dooleeloo UDP pour ñu mën a win 2026 that's the least we can do for our country there were people who did more than what we did and what we can ever do because ñoo xam ne dañ sacrifice seen life machine dem si yàlla solo sandeng kenn mënut a def loo xam ne solo sandeng def na ko si jamono bi xanaa nga def lu mu def so ñun lu ñoo def si UDP lu tuuti la it's just like a drop in the ocean compared to what other people have done for the party waaye ñun tamit dinañ tax def suñu little quota boobu noonu pour national development ku nekk am na right am na droit pour wax waaye man suma politique nag dafa ànd ak politique bu clean ku def fi corruption ku def fi njuuj njaaj nga sàcc alali nguur loolu dinaa la fi weer suma amee evidence su fekkee ne nit dafa jàppal loolu ne Seexu Sédili nit ku bon la Seexu Sédili daf maa toppa loolu moom suma yoon nekku fa na xaju tiji ni moom mooy bankola nafulo tiña ware kuma foja meyalon ko abe banko murunda komale ndenga evidence o soto mina janne ngi condemn ba nimbe condemn la kulu woni horomo kan ndebula layla ila kabilo la wala ka kuma foye ite kundingon nitile ya soto nde wala na politikol andu inshallah mbe continue la wol yamaro nak metula kelale yamaro dolbi je isafa who the hell are you to even advise me ngo moyle because ñun dunia say mobile fan sun kebati ken fale wood ken bari jani madam sane mina ntele gambia la ko bi naliaje sal nala ko na safiro fon tala bata facebook anu woman ke sayin kuti fande 2021 nga beben saver bambarola ni ajante nga na safiro tala sayin ka dia mole ke bake because safiro beteyata bari gambian wol jama ba imantara ibuganye safiro je facebook oto carte fay lalu wala nanka dia nga dia mole siendi bake safiro killing bari bi nga post sabale ke na facebook nko my heart bleeds for Gambia wati adama baro di amta ni ko tora no mankente damati ndol Gambia de malo where we went wrong but there is a fundamental problem with that country Gambia bele be jahasori ibe ko lon foli dunda social media taxi bi memu Gambia la ñaaton koti bo mu defanta katoleti mo be gada defanta katoti yalon banko ñaaton ko be ñaami jama mulki mulum walla alaji sadawdo kayraba jawara alama ne manin ka forgalay kayra mole mati amal la fi defante la akala politiko ke ni yaya kamolu yaya bar wodo social media man siya bari tol dol wodo dindi malom bari ngalon ne fango ikanyo tonye la nin tala Sirif Mustafa Diba politician ol damma kanyo tonye bari sa politiko tata la futata ministal be bulala molla president be molu tratin la ndella marché o do kula fonali kiamano bondi jang subhanallah sa Gambia futata o temboletu ite ko ite mo democrat leti alilla moyde toujours nganyina moy NPP ngolla adama baro mu democrat rolti adama baro mu kayro hino baroleti adama baro sampata jana len tata jana wala nangale baro mu dictator leti anu NPP momo lafta kan challenge na bring it on adama baro is a dictator because dictator le kafo albe nyine kala waranta nyin kala le sakof mbe denta fengo menna adama baro be brikama marché o do kula kodo menna mankala kodoti amankala salarity nangata be lon letala gambino lebe o lon jola so jumalom baroti ka brikama ngol condition albe keaman yanko ba dabale bondila wala ngana la marché o do ku so nim momo ko o manke dictatorial tendency wote ko kaputale adama mu dictator leti and only momo laftan challenge la let's meet on a platform and have a debate if this is not being dictatorial ibe nyin kumandi la nyaadi so akamda beri kamara marché wala deda woni yankuba da wala bole be bol kalaji sa dawda karaba jawra nana te nyindi amo sifal kala biko ya fon kala ngo lonne aya diamu nya lonne aya lonne ko molle atekeje wala nan ko na banko be sora jawle to bintata Malik Mane la life because nga buroda dole moy diamu la jala diamu wala fon ya tinan dum taji hey meta politiko ti nyoti le nga politiko lo nyoti le fanam e ko kanyambe da men tektiji wala na experience hani do ku dula e ka fo job experience wala na hanita ta university karanta ikata internship la ikata on job training la ikamen karam moto ano on the field e mankilinde politiko fana mbe wala nyamade politique lol la politique fonga amsi te affaire Gambia nak fonga yagasi ndol fana mbirin dun danyin politiko kono nga domando fo say alayen hakilo warande je baake ngam tamanya lo ngam fo kumullo bare nte jama nga kontani amanke kontanti nga sewo fanan ko na jandiamu nga nakata ndingo kele nga kuja malu fo na meta mbol kana fo sehu kanyim mem fo teng a fele a konyin funtita kare dandan ko man do nana nata banta bajana ngo Gambian lo we are very selfish mbukalo nyoye nga example di Kombo Sanyang berin Senegal dingo allegedly ay Gambia dingo faji Sanyang fondingol funtita ngo mamma ko irlal soto birim baka ngol funtita ye tiagas momam funtika baka ngol makoy ning fo ngol problem soto fo ngol it is their problem Gambia mo bankolati fankum most people will not act, they will not say anything until they are directly affected hani yaya jame fon la struggle wala kata dolu bi je biri yaya jame me ma iko yaya jame moy ku baabi ba biri lu mena yaya jame ma wutumo le fana nata lon ko yaya jame de yara fanni mo sifale mati hanin na opposition ol be wala nyama ala nga tonya fa rek bi baro fele abe kiyaman yankuba dabo ataka na ba nyama UDP ngol dam mama nyi konnem la de hey mo bele nyanta nyi konnem la mo be oppositional bele nyanta statement o bondi la ya fo baro e be menke kan aman silo manta oppositional nyanta bulodu na nyobulle ye nyo fasa nim baro e red line o cross mbenga nga tonya ne di ngofo adama baro because na bele kanyante o banko kan nin tolman siati je baro man sian tolti nin tolman siya baroti o banko kan baro man sian tolti ji bari Gambia la ko bala fawar ndere ngasi la Gambia la ko kan tamira baki manon fakal tol miral the level of division, the level of self-centeredness, the level of pursuing personal interest. Member of Bangkok is over the top. But niafo, dol se kamfe kama. Se who said le nak, ninna tonya fo baliala tinna, me sokomla. I would rather stop doing programs. Madam Topoto suma sohla. Na tonya bekela dola faniyatile. But dola tonya ufanante fanang toya womanke tonya these things are subjective. But one thing is evidential. Jumala ben soso la ko Gambia mbuka lo nyoye baki. Mo kili école ka yenda ñu ko modi bank. Ning Adama Baroye birim may fati ye Sidi Jata attack. Ntolu wultale nga kondem. Mbele nyanta wulla nga kondem. Hani noto alliance. Ni mantara particularly. Bari ni ko be advantage jayle kama. Ntol kana yaya jamela ko jibe kombe kamfari jamela kama. Ngafo Adama Baroye be menke ka loto alliance la aning silo manta. Tonya wole ka banko samba. Bari Gambia lom bankoti ning yete la ma warete la nyaton koma ye diam ni nyaton go doma iko is all cool and dandy. Are we having a laugh? Alabe kairo kala nyadile. Oppositional be fijari nyo kama man nyo trust. But in Tolko we all have the same agenda. Walom la fita barole bondila. Ima opposition de dang menko atema la fi barole bodi ate CG. comme wolong esa fali même va kate fana lafta kala président ti an wo bala nyam tolati ala ju sunu dabo lafta kala président ti ala nyam tolo hanu mel farasta UDP science UMC ba wol ba form fulo man ke political party ti iko movement la moti wol fana ko la fita banko la 2026 andi to fana ko tol be gagner la but we are all fragmented, we are all disoriented. And you know what that has created? Barrow has, renewed arrogance. Renewed arrogance. But I gave heads up to Gambian people. Because in Tolkana London usually we don't go with sentiments, we don't go with emotions. And when it is coming, we smell the coffee. Few months ago, I advised Bantaba farms, Barrow is going to grow feathers. For all man trake kan sa imba. Alaji benin Barrow be diam la ni confidence men ka diam. Yes, Barrow meta defantelale. Barrow meta kamol attack. But sa ka ke magnitude menna. Barrow fe la bulata banko be disrespect. I wish call disrespect. I don't play no la tata Morocco. Kata pamide wala. Na fulo. O play no Barrow don't menan to leka jo. West Coast ngola na mo be okono wo barole lota ka fo West Coast ngole ko ali carte o fa chairman o meye nalma bondiji ndeta alla marché o do kula yalla wo mun nandi roleti de president nyumala be nyo imo wine ming tubabu du jang imo konton dima domo yello e ka fo banko dingole ko nalma nyi meyo kare bondi jantete nyin kalali Gambia fofu la tolu ale screen o tap du kare TikTok mbal danira ala sea F1 ma place me madame sane sotola jane bar lafta diam la nyim baro la nyin ko la do mandi nana ran sedu election ko kam fata baake kunu bir nga baro la nyin diam moy mbewo vola e PRC la député o membe je fa e ka fofo ami kolilom ufanantata na taxpayers money hey ngajele molbe kamfari ya jamme kama ndese useli ni mo nyanta kamfala jamme kama ngamara nyanta tala top list tol konolde bari ndebu ko mola tonya bi ya jamme tol buka jo ya jamme kan talk mombo jombo I care less amante affect birabe president yala yes wala nangandati ngala but bi ami kolin tol ko wala jo Alaji be député wol yela salary increase from 74 million to 150 million in the 2025 appropriation budget. Ya sama député bu allowance budu je robbing allowance grabbing clothing allowance telephone allowance ibuka understand sitting allowance endless allowances. Wole tata lawyer microphone diala na meet the people's store. Taxpayers funded. Meet the people's store. Ye microphone diala instead of phone in call applied ko foje. Akoya jamme bulatata normale pour ko ka invite equatorial Guinea pour nate la water fratela football banna. What do we have to do with that nonsense or that garbage? Ntol Gambian wol. Ni ya jamme la fratata invite la equatorial Guinea. O manken to la affaire. Ñun lu suñu yoon ateni baro ya jame be mun kacalla musu futuri ngo iteni ya jame be mun kacalla fa la diamo futaro ate fo na sista fo nyanta malale kanyim fo abenyim fo la baro be siri baro la minister be siri hey Gambia sign to la banko we are the lowest of the low. The level of immorality ñin government be même propagate kan adama se si ite ko ite mu president mu mewolde andum bi almamo dole message o bulanye nda almamo to fola jam da se usedli mo bu ko na photo sore ñede nkay ko Gambi almamo be ñi mem mo kan mo te funti lay kuma fo baroma kilin wala ka baro address majority of almamo be tayri baro ben na namu kodo anin ami kolika wole pusur pasar ani Amad Ba anin Demba Sabali ani Ismaila Cissé ka kuma nonsense of banko dingolié bari tolle ke tolu dañi ni yala albukante dañine te sehu sedidi yala albukante dañine de ndekan na domandi ngum ñini fon la kam fonda bare bi ndolle ka baro dañine to la ka ismaila sise dañine ndolle ka demba sabali dañine ami kolin ndolle ka dañine ha ndolle ka dañine because na namu kodo ikate jo wala so ni way microphone ota je kadiamo foni ngoli problème mo men be faare foni ami koli walatin na andate nata tu noto alliance abamputa noto alliance le ko boy carte fay na tata npp go mala affaire bi ko gambia sa political community ni sawun kare me sawun na tembe kala ten mo moy sawun sang wo is the order of the day in Gambia barala kuma man ala diamu man dimi kan na mid people's tota yaya jamme akaka wala doyandi wo bulatate normal ni yaya jamme bulata normal suma yonne ko fa because ini yaya digale ndenga nyin kuma yalonte I'm very informed let me tell you that personal issues mboge sama nambanda ba ndenga nyin moy like 3-4 months ago iko ami koliko ate yaya jamme la audio le soto maybe ami koli fong le surprise se wuse de nyin mo nyali ikako ate be yaya jamme expose la mo le diamo tay wala ne kamo audio bondi but yaya jamme threatened 3-4 months ago before la nyin diamo nte I'm very informed mbesiri information jamale kan nyande bari nka tentende be information ol mem fola aninte mel fola ikaka te yaya jame la audio le soto infaka yaya jame tratine katebe audio bari mbo musu futuri ngoy tani yaya jame itani nyimbe kacala falla diamo futato woto yaya jame yaje nyale to ntam no gono blame jame ite be famo expose kan iko ga jamel expose bari ke famo expose and you are still a lawmaker. These are the characters member na National Assembly banko bitano nyaadi ndena mana mansa kunda jame foolish tako barola mansa kunda. The level of foolishness and the heightened level of irresponsibility of the Barrow administration is over the top. Bari farabo ye janyame ake bara wole nyama. Barrow ye Gambian wole janyame abe baraka wole nyama. Walatina it saddens me. I will keep saying this. Unless we put our act together, we will be in for a rough ride. And mark my words, today is the 24th of November 2025. It's 19:29 p.m. in the UK right now. Mark this in your diary. Oppositional, we don't have to be friends. Even at places of work. Ika dol jele la colleague so la kol bukata. Bari ka maneke jang manager sol ka mol advice munela nal bukata no. But at least nana ta do ko but otherwise let everybody go their way. Bari Gambia oppositional ko ite ñoo bulala. Mol cité be ñoo attaque la, ibe ñoo gare wale la, ibe kumo fola ñoe ka ñoo nondi, ka ñoo tulum, ka fenke as if that is going to make the standard of living of the Gambian people better. Wala ni baro e microphone sika. Ase banko benen ay dun na moto lanka jo menna ay ta state house ay boja ay dun plane wala nga menjo me muneno laje ngana wuri social media baro ten na preta a boyin kungol kan kotenki. The only solution, the plausible solution to this mess, to get rid of this menace, to get rid of this, is to be strategic. Nimbaroye UDP ma, PDIS, GMC, sorry, Astaghfirullah GMC, will be NPP, GDC. Honey UMC may along go sign, they don't see eye to eye with us. They should condemn this. If in ibeja da fontilale ya fo baro be men kan kiyamani yanko ba double strong ni baro e itol fana na ni baro ta KMC because baro bi da KMC le next abe talib le mala yala bota West Coast la yanko ba dawo tagge ay yanko ba dawo kumol foje ay kumol fo yanko ba dawo mo manta do kula mbala diamo play la jam ala next point of call maybe na bota nan tamola mala bala midi to na ba rapobla na da KMC ni bañ abe KMC le fana attaque la. So Nindolo Vanango raw okay abengine attack. Yalon dolla problem is we don't think outside the box. Bango, if you say B Ninko, let me give some as an example. Nyominko Kadinjai. Kadinjai ninte bebe UDP le. par exemple nata kadi njaybe PDOIS for example warang Suleiman Bokar Ba ya attaque ndeko se Hussein non Suleiman on fen goldi mbaɗa ñaka sala londo ɓe ndefana attaque lale walati na mol kam muneke aliya western world mune NATO. What led to the establishment of NATO? North Atlantic Treaty Organization. Tubaboli ka lo nyoyenne. E ka nyo defend. Mune ka tol Africa no defend le bakani. We are on our own. But imagine tol niye banku kilima. Iko debe nyo defend la. Hey. Nyini bemu al-Quran ayoleti. Ali moli nyini game al-Quran o kafu. Fali ye nyomuta. Ali ye unite. Meaningfully. Nuante alkamen nyini alta sotola. Nalba sotola fana albe batalalde. Ali nga nyo ntol membe opposition oto. Na mira nyal fotatale. But momo ila agenda wafi. What is so difficult in that? But you are making the foolishness of yourself. Ite ko barole la opponent and Baro sees you at all men baby the same bracket at all kalm opposition but albe kumolu faila nyokan. Hey, what sense does it make to fight against Baro? You make a fool of yourself. Wala nan joint up Malik Manela life to be somanda broda me nyimfoje nkay ko yen memmen sondo mako yole bi because broda ko ntolu be ka lon fon wen li nyin dom ma nyin doli ajibe biringe birim barona ne Sidia Jata attack jam doy man funti saferoke bi nga expect PDOIS nyanta funti la lege Adama Barrow la statement of condemn GDC ya condemn ni Adama Barrow ye mama kandema ndenga law oppositional you touch one touch all. It should be in the ranks of the opposition. Touch one touch all in the opposition. Then we will give Barrow rough right. But Barrow has seen the fragmentation. Barrow has seen that we are at each other's throats. And he is very encouraged. That's why he has this renewed arrogance in him. And who would blame him? And now let's listen to this arrogant Adama Barrow. Badingala video play.
fon la do ko nyanta jomale man
yisa yon liggey yon yi ñana ko wara def
alla area council chairman o membe je wala do ko modi sate ko sinol matel la do ko
area council sen chairman bi ak council si liggey yon de kay ñoko wara liggey
bar ni chairman o soto
way so amé chairman ci council bi
ne ya lon ko kabi yatata carte fawla ya sindi lumen
ba nga xamé ni kera bañ ko falé mu tok fa
atani kelo dronne be ñola
mom xulo xex rek la
ani sonko dronne be ñola
mom ngey xulo rek
o man time soto pour ka do ko
koku amul waxtu wala joti liggey xulo rek la am jot
momé yalla ko hani mbalito abuka kono
mané ko xamné ni banta sa du koy mbali sa du koy mëna ba
ela marché o membe la office bu ndara tumbol bi je
mané marché bi sa ci bunti office am sax yang fa
o ci silo do ko
koku ndax mën na leena liggéeyal yoon
kabi nga la diamo la moy
bama déggé ay waxam
ako wot nitel winter be $5 million ya already la wala
ne wot bu nek juromi million dollars la joxe
yalla min cour la na jakalta
mu ne xam nga ko xamna ni su jaxlé
fotkat su jaxlé cour la na jakalta
mu ne fotkat su jaxlé
aka dajolo tupa bulot
mu ne da fay tufli ci loxo pour foté ko
wayra jakalta
jaxlé na du jël ndox pour fot
ndika sinol men doku
man yoon yi ma liggéey
sinol men dadiyata beti
yoon bi nga xamne mo gëna neex ñeek
kilomètre $25 million
ben kilomètre liñ cey dépa ñaar fukki million dollars ci
say wacce ki kilomètre lulu do mo $125 million
mu ne kon su fekkee ne loolu $1 million bi ñoo
ataka ko $5 million le di la wot la
mo mu ne loolu la ko wara jox wot bu nekk
la ñe jakal ta
kon koku jaxlé na
hani marché o men babu len de nga la marché do
même marché bi nekk fi itam
marché o men be je men dogu de marché ko non del nga dogu
le marché biñ sampa fi bir kama nguur gi ñoko samp
ade mu marché la dogu
mom ban marché la fi sampa
ay sila jama la dogu
ban yoon la leen liggéeyal
akal la mbalito kolé ba
yone sen mbali di mënu ko bu
o be mëna keno dal télé
kon yoolu la leen wara defal
wala ya kendi
mu ne looloo tax
nga plano do soro num pour que marché wolo Brikama jang
amoon naa plan pour sampa marché Brikama
marché o me warta Gambia be di lafta wala lola num Brikama
marché bi gën a rëy ci Gambia laa fi bëggoon a sampa
bari nga demandine que pilot project ka vole pilot
waaye dafa am luñ seetoon rek def ko pilot project
bitiki tansa nga wala dogu
fanweeri bitik lañ fa sampoon
hani sa anin gouverneur be sonkol
bente mu ngi xuloo ak gouverneur ci loolu
hani bi anin gouverneur be sonkol
moom gouverneur bi ñu ngi jàppoo ci loolu
ako faatele o tamandi Mansakunda daade tar law kono fereng
ne moom mooy doxal council bi ñooy doxal marché boobu nguur gi na ci génnee loxo
ngoye kontel ngana ko doke dame kontel daade tar law kono
ma ne leen nguur gi fi ñu dépasse xaalisam nga ne ñun duñ ci bokka
right now marché o ñing gouverneur ba mané
léegi gouverneur moo amee marché bi
wala dal tel
kooku ndax kooku bugga na leen
o marché o ñantamel lola num
marché biñ buggoon a sampa fii
bitiki wuli kilim bitiki keme fula
junne ak ñaar téeméeri bitik la doon jël
ko ministère wala ni folo de
ma ne ministre bi boobu tegee ko boor
2027 ni nga la ñin chairman o bonni
si chairman bi suñ ko fa
sina o marché wala
ñu sampal leen marché boobu
Amat Ba fo janni
honorable Ba wax na ko fi
ni nga fen fo
lépp lu ma wax
ala kam ma ko
yàlla dafa dee dimbale
nga keno le fara
te dinaa ko dee def
na lafta marché wala bitiki wuli kilim bitiki keme fula
junne bitik ak ñaar téeméer
alla ñi chairman ala bonni ji
seen chairman bi ci génn
na liya bonni je dron
su ngeen ko fa génnee
albi marché o so
di ngeen am marché
par
boobu
ni chairman wala be je
waaye chairman bi su fa
albi
nekkee
marché so
kon du ngeen ko am
lafta marché wala le ban
da ngeen bëggoon marché
lafta marché wala le
bu ngeen ko
al chairman o bonni
kon génnee leen fa chairman bi
wo drone ba li marché o te
loolu rek moo leen di indil marché boobu
bari bi
déglu leen mu ne tey liggéey Brikama
ñi silol fon la do ko ñanta jumaale ma
ñii sa yoon liggéey yoon yi ñana ko war a def
alla area council chairman o membe je wala do ko modi sate ko silol ma
Okay, Mari Walabe Lamaka Yuri online Bantabal on current affairs show Maltentula back in Molbe Benjenka on TikTok, on Facebook and YouTube. It's 19:38 p.m. right now in the UK. Mbawakala Gambia delusional president Adama Barrow. It's quite deluded. Absolutely delusional. Yaje, we have a problem. Gambia, we have a problem. And until Gambian, we will do disservice to the future generations if we don't come together and remove this man in 2026. Adama has destroyed Gambia. Every minute, Gambians are losing. This is the heightened level of irresponsibility. And Adama, this is grossly irresponsible. Adama, ite silo Brikama marché o do kula menne itla kodinte demba sabali la kodite NPP la kodite Brikama kolom. And secondly, let's analyze this holistically. Brikama ngolu Adama e fale aman soto de muna na birin sirifo sonko be jama marché o keje fo Adama intol muta dofolete ba muntu mala yankuba dabonata 2023 Adama be president ya la kabrin 2016 2017 Sanji Lulu muna na marché kutolo Brikama ngoliye ako yankuba dabo lon stumbling block ti ako yankuba dabo niwal mo boni je bara la nyininka muna na before yankuba dabo ina marché o man soto wolo nyininka tati eko su wax bir werut noppa bu ko wara deglu dafa wara wer so baro balu filindi kanne muna na birin sirifo sonko be je Brikama ma marché kuto soto ndeko onte wolonte la nyininka tati Gambia, I am a Gambians. We are stupid. Barrow thinks we are dumb. He takes us as dummies. Munana bring kota hog bije sirifo sonko ngaro be NPP. Munana Adama Barrow ma marché wolo Brikama ngoli nya nte ka nyini ka nyine la lafta NPP ngoli njabi nyine la. So this has nothing to do with Yankuba Dabo. He's using Yankuba Dabo, Chairman Yankuba Dabo, as a scapegoat. Pour que la failure kawo cover aman do kuke aman banko do kuno aman Brikama marso ama do kuno so say muneketa akombata ngata nga Brikama kol filindi ngallo nga microphone ta nga fay ko nalma nyinki amano bondi jang dalla marso do kula yalong ni nga tara nyimu kiwan eleti mo be microphone ta la ya fu baro munan na marse o man doku before yankuba dabo ena nya jibe abe o jabe la nya dire bari nate microphone mo tata mo boka diam so Gambia al nga fayda so ton fon la wala na it saddens me. I know some will not stop. I know no amount of advice will make some to stop. But we are wasting our time unless we are focused on the bigger picture of coming together. Ndebi, let me make a statement here. If Adama Barrow, look, you see in the political Benjamin, Hani NPP, Nalka Koroshi. There are people in NPP who attack me. I don't respond to them because to me they are not important. They are not on the taxpayers' money. If you are part of the other opposition, you attack me. Most likely, I will not respond to you. If you bring an allegation against us, against the leadership of UDP, which I feel that this needs to be addressed, I will address that. That's my politics. But yeah, Adama Barrow remains my primary focus because Adama is the one in charge of our $2.1 billion economy. Is Mama Kanda in charge of our economy now? Is Talib Bensouda in charge of our economy now? Who else? Where are the opposition? All these other opposition may along. Honorable Khalifa Sallah in charge of our economy today? No. It's Adama who is in charge of our economy. That's why Adama is my focus. And he will remain my focus. He's the one that na $58 million taxpayers' money, akatalo podium mo daka nonsense for, aka microphone di Honorable Ami Kolila, wakafo ko Yaya Jammeh after ka invite from Equatorial Guinea. None of these opposition leaders have that opportunity. When they are in the position, then I will go after them. Any of these people become president and they are doing after Barrow, I will go after them. But right now, they are not my cup of tea. I'm not saying that it shouldn't be somebody's cup of tea because me, you do your politics, I do my politics. But one thing that is evidential right now, Barrow has got a renewed arrogance in him. And that renewed arrogance, there are few, it's a what I analyze in many ways. Different schools of thought. Dolko Barrow has been assured, and this is where Madam Sane is going to come in. Barrow has already got IEC in his pocket. Barrow has been assured that he's going to win elections. This is what we are told. Yalom Bantaba, we're a different platform. I will give you information. It's better you take it or you don't take it. Right? IEC is not free and fair. It's not a fair referee. Look, people who have already got millions in their accounts in 2021 are now the returning officers. So Barola Nying Farato, he's got the assurance that he's going to win 2026. I'm not saying that Barrow is going to win. What he has been told. Listen, because more will be your local Kumo Bavla, say we said Liko Barrow election will win. And then the more misquote Minalangam Fansanian. And I will come and Momo audio bondi misrepresent Minela audio Pilaga, Bebrangata Moleco Fali. I am saying he is being told, Nalma Angela Kamoy, Alcamo, Barrow has been told that he is guaranteed of winning. That is different from Barrow is going to win 2026. So let's understand the language, yeah? Because Barrow has been told. So the other thing is, Barrow is looking at us and laughing at us. Wolum fenka ya fole kiam Lamin Samate. Akontol UDP ngol men data attack New York, bari imagine tol fon damal be kelekan. So they ridicule us. They follow us. And why not? Why not? Barrow has got the confidence. And this is why we need to come together. Nyo protect. Nimbaro la fida nakasudu nulu kela. Nimbaro tada Barrow e nyindi amol menke westcoast. Oppositional bele nyanta nala. Yafo ye menke kiaman yankuba dabo kamen kabrika mankol intermediate. Opposition party ol bele nyanta condemn la. I expect my former student Musa me yalon sa ate be UMC le before ngame kay programme ko de ka ko sa abukan UDP ngol lamoy ya hana fo ngala karande ngo abuko lamoy ka bugante lamoy but Musa e nyanta kal lamoy, and you should come here because the point is, even if you disagree with somebody, still listen to them. I watch programs, but it's only when I do platform, but when I think this is garbage, this is mumbo jumbo talk, I just sign out. I don't have time for nonsense. That's me. I would rather come and watch something on the screen, a more educated program, than sit down for hours listening to trivialities. I don't do that. For me, time is essential. Gambia, we have certain attitudes in us, and they are taking us back. Gambia no like sirek, I preconceived minds about somebody. Kare betenne, kare katatenne, kare fenkatatenne, kare fene. Ikela junubolo si andi dorong. Membe hadama di ngosom domo kono Allah talla da male along. Mom along. Bari ndebe yamaro men kala janni metala ni programme oto. Ni IEC biko barola ni nonsense o ani amicoli Gambia muso bela nyata amicoli condemn la ni notre alliance la ni MP nte malon fo ni jumale fo malon MP malon fo which consequences c'est atele la MP de malon boni amicoli me alon ko a migrate tata jump ship to NPP kata wo diamu kalantangol fo ni ya jame lafta invite la muso le bela nyata ka condemn. But come and see how many people will condemn her. Molkata ila energy waste. One thing that we have to understand, somebody who has decided, like when Adama Barrow decided to part ways with UDP, Adama is gone. UMC, they have decided to part ways with UDP. They are gone. What can we do about it? Let me ask a question. What can we do about it? My party has decided to leave Barrow crisis. My party has decided to go back to Barrow. What can we do about it? That's why in the Mainadi Amota on policies, Afuntita, that's the time I mentioned his name. But otherwise, Mai is not my cup of tea. But we have a fundamental problem in this country. Gambian Olbukalo Nyoye. Some people are, I bet there are some people in the opposition who are even happy that Barrow attacked Yanko Badabo. Hey, there are some opposition members who will discredit. Okay, imagine Barrow Yanko Badabo because you don't like UDP. But equally, there are maybe some people in UDP who will also be happy that Barrow attacked the other camp. Ndela analysis, I like to be objective. Look, I'm not going to be lopsided because anything that I say here on the day of judgment, I'll be fully held to account. I'm not going to be with any of you in my grave. So I take responsibility of what I say. I'm not going to be a crowd pleaser to try to please somebody just because lafita career rate communion more carlety. How do I do when you have self-esteem, you have self-confidence, you don't need people's validation. I don't need anybody's validation when it comes to media. Because bring on your media, mama for you say who come and do media. Mama train, mama somebody no course you come and do. I took it upon myself, on my own, at my own choice, doing the media. So I take full responsibility of what I say. If opposition don't content ring, Adama is attacking Alaji Usenu Dabo. Don't content level ni Adama Alaji Usenu Dabo attack radical. There are some people who get happy just because you don't like UDP. Ninga Esafal attack, don't content. Barrow is attacking everybody in the opposition. Ama motuji. Iko Barrow ntoluman nano together nga Barrow put in his corner. All the opposition. Ni opposition platform ol ñi lota je Barrow songa. Kale songa Barrow. Lolu moy am ngeriñ ci ñun. but nga use 3-4 hours. You don't even want to talk anything about Barrow. You want to talk about something else, and you think that will help you. You must be delusional. You are living in a cuckoo land or la la land. Barrow Lanyi's speech should be condemned by all and sundry. Barrow is a dictator. Dictator mantani nyina nengal manyin kiamaru. And Yankuba Dabo is not going to go. Because you know why? Yankuba stay and other state barrier will be judged by his performance for the West Coast. Whatever decide la Adama Barrow, Yankuba and yala moneketa. Ndeka Gambia leje molka politically molka kangola nyola. And Adama Barrow lo molmenka kangola mola Adama rela almamut. Adama lota ko Yankuba Dabo bukam balido fon collect. So you truck sol me yalango Yankuba Dabo ye samna. What truck sol kamoneke? Why would Barrow take a microphone? Ye microphone or diala, Barrow ka sika kumol 5 ye. Come on, Adama Barrow. If I'm Sanjita Lulu in Faye or the Soto. I say a political tinya, Yankuba Mbali truck solman order. So all Nafali. So all the Mebalolity. And Ismaila Sisa Lotako, Ning Adama Barrow kata penalty ta. Goal chipa tiji opposition man soto so abina rek bolo na lafta samba left right na lafta ake center ngaje Barrow fo Barrow ka kaka. And you know what Ismaila Cisse mean? Because look, I wouldn't blame the government that they are thinking that way. And Madam Sane, you can join me right now. Not you'll have to join. I told member request kina ni Madam Sane nyantana electoral analysis of the IEC, and then we'll carry the program Barola Nyindiamol. Special programs so tolale ning Mr. Sane nyanda program so bara tamatale Lamin Sane former OIC, but na be nyanda program so this week but na sedulo le man fenke ba ke follow because tamatale so ni appropriation budget wala na bi pamudi program o menke very educative ala kacha. There are a few platforms here that I listen because I found Pamodula programs are educative. He's talking about the budget. He's talking about Deputy Olu Yening appropriation budget ke fangol kude. Deputy Olu. Imantara ntola interest no Pamodu be memfokala o program or he's spot on. Gambia problem is not only Adama Barrow, our MP solve for problem already. Dollar MP solve for problem already. Badunga Madam Saneta. Gambia Deputy Olu for problem already. And we have to talk about the budget. Madam Sana, Bismillah.
Hello, assalamu alaikum. Sehu.
Enembara be nyadi.
Kontanate mbal kontola anen people solbe.
Abaraka. Malon for you carry on. Lofta nying. IEC, you have anything to react to Barola Nyindia Molu before you?
Oh dear. In fact, ako $25 million I use for every 1 kilometer.
Juma Baro.
Baro wonderful. Akata Sigol atako doku 25 million per kilometer. So therefore 5 million kawodi mola kamsulola o bank fentatifi. But I thought we were talking about 25 million fiasco. Remember when Uncle Larry came out, I basically size for Kanko. In fact, it was Uncle Mane. Dr. Maneko is it should cost about 1 million per one, I think it's 1 kilometer or something. $1 million. But they went and overspent another 4 million because they said it cost them between 5 and 6 million. So Ibrahim Asila will explain coffee time. As a president, I will triple because I go 25 million per kilometer. I take a spend.
You are barole over.
Where is it? Where is that money going to? So I don't understand the borough sometimes. When you advise no, rectify or what you're saying doesn't add up because the numbers don't tie up.
Yeah.
Ibrahim Asila as, of course, the Minister for Works and Communications and Infrastructure, one at a coffee time, it cost about 6 million. In fact, the question kept going on.
Baroko 25 million.
Baroko 25 million. And we said, in fact, it's only 1 million. So there's an overstatement of 5 million. So Sain Barota, we are almost how many million? 24 million. No,
no, but madam, sa mbe jelo la bari ndolga problem wala soto.
No, but manyana jele la ginna. This situation is sad for a president of a country. Kana on a meet the farmer store. It nyanta wol dikindila e plan soto for the coming years. It nyanta bunekela in their life and livelihood. It mo wudu for political. And anyana to fanonko yankuba ma fancy dige 77,000
wale cut off ay. Yeah.
Wale cut off yankuba e kasindi wodulando.
Yeah.
He cannot stop people's perception and people's choice.
But ande mayinde jahali ako yankuba boga hanim balito from collect.
Yankuba 2 days ago, Yankuba spent the entire night and our team nage YouTube. Even Marso cleared them physically, the gentleman until 1 in the morning. I mean, Jimmy can find about for Yankuba. I think we need you back in United Kingdom than here. Because immigration don't call out. You don't need to go through all of this.
Yeah.
You know, physically, you did an 8 to 5 for 8 to 4 in Gambia. Yo, I was okay. I'm going to go suit or if for the next day, wait till a family, you still in the market. With yes, our teams will be by it was really encouraging, very motivating. If you don't take a clear. Physically, a man for he is absolutely a leader. So will be the way you create a new scholarship it as a president. The least you could do is send a commendation for the effort and the work he's doing. At least more better respect because of that. The second thing for local government and central government the difference is that this is a bigger one, that's a smaller one. It's basically a substitute of the central government. So it will Apollo, they're all working towards what? Helping the community, the constituents, people minibije kawul mako. Need Apollo jamuta, itole jamuta. But Marcy Duko, we have never ever seen where central government get involved in people's market conditions. United Kingdom, I'm an advisor for Southern Council, but I've never seen where central government get involved into market conditions in the local community. It's all
but Mara-san, y'all don't question
yeah.
Hypothetically, let's give him the benefit of the doubt, okay? Adamako Yankuba Dabo new mambo jatete Marcia Wonyindukula. But in take a Yinikaro Minki. Bidding city for Sonko Bigi, Yalon city for Sonko Mila Moleti. 5 years before Yankuba, I'm not Marcia Uduku.
He had the chance, but Namanga Sunya Roji, where in fact the first year, I just learned that in the first year 19 million do salary of oil so they cut jar oil. Kakodo time from jar oil here and there, Kamo do salary. It will the first month me Yankuba Dunta in July. They paid salaries of 3.5 million.
Yeah.
So you're wondering where was this 15.3 million all these years going to? So what corruption of Mimbe carrying? What Tinya Roman Tagirintia Mimbe carrying? Munana Baroma Axonta what time ola. Munana Masolo or 15 million ola. Saya able to we have a good chairman, a dedicated, competent chairman for that for West Coast. I mean don't call about deliver come for this. Be look wolo ma from geobocology. Marcel ko katambi ngele wotumo bika Marcel te kebo is elefano for yasikat. So ni wo be keta nyayo at least a credit deal. As a president, that's what you're supposed to do. Not because of politics. Surrounding will be alone in So it's true, Yankuba is in opposition, but at the same time, he's working towards the same constituents that you are president of.
Yeah.
So I'm telling you, credit deal where.
But madam, when borrow from a farat in the ten sign. One of them,
I think Barrow is scared. Tell behavior. I may be wrong, but I think Barrow is not happy.
Yeah.
And again, maybe I can disappoint in some areas. I can expect an economic they're quite different. And also it could be too much confident.
Yeah, I think that is also another possibility.
Believing that he's never gonna leave. We see this characteristic in
Yaya Jammeh. Ala ending afana mata tenne.
You see, so this is the thing. So what I think was not something he should say as a president at all. And I think all opposition leaders, as you've said, parties, a collective response to Barrow to tell him you don't do this. Now coming to my sister,
I'm equally.
Nobody was all sometimes I think I must
Yes,
but time is 2016 to date. How many years is that?
It's almost 9 years now.
Who cares? Who want to know your private life and private businesses? Why do you need to tell people what has happened in your life? It was quite irrelevant, and it was not even a moral place to talk about that.
In front of the Adama Barrow and his cabinet?
Women were there, men were there, no culture and no tradition were being allowed. It can now see for some and the mole. One found at a even in the National Assembly.
Wallahi.
How is the community going to look at you now? She really disappointed all of us, especially into Mungusoti, and every married woman so definitely.
But I didn't get me from a conversation sort of foil conversation with Flora to that level because Ndenga Moile. Before even I knew a few months ago, she threatened to get Jamela audio bondi. Yeah, but more advice then I'm okay, but Ikako Jamela audio babule. So allegedly, Ikako Jamela audio babule. So I'm now audio.
Those Gambians have with that. Benefit here.
Navaden Dolye.
The APRC in Kola, but even APRC, why would they care? Yeah, Jammeh is in Equatorial Guinea. What benefit? Yeah, Jammeh Mantara contest come for any elections. He's not coming to run any government in the Gambia, let alone us.
But what be nyarla de? Iko Jammeh Musafana yala silo baile.
A passport table. Passport on expired. So unfortunately,
Madam Sane.
I'm a renew follow. So
Madam Sane ni APRC. Ni APRC dole be diamo kan bring Jammeh ko akanale. Nkai ko nanyim fa amari tumandu be program la moy kam. Nkai ko yalon Jammeh be na mo nekela. Because Ndengal ko Jammeh tina no Gambia without government approval. I think you know that. Barrow would have to approve before you go because it a flight manifest from flight manifest from the State House. All the planes. Yeah. You go, the manifest goes to State House. They know who is on board. State House will have the know that okay, Madam Sane is on board this flight coming to Gambia. So yeah, Jammeh cannot go to Gambia, wherever. So go APRC, yala Jammeh mina monekala. Jammeh la fita have a strategic play come pour APRC call se come for Barrow kama. So they would put the blame ko Barrow lat na man na. But Yaya Jammeh was playing a game because Yaya Jammeh alone equatita no Gambia. So guy go last minute. Na able to go Karokana Fare ka go high and silo block. And that's what he did.
Because people were talking about the passport. Remember, I think someone went to Coffee Time and said that he doesn't even have a passport.
He doesn't have passport.
I think we work at a bit of a way excuse the alal because I think he's very involved in our politics, listening to everyone.
But in Yandabula line now, Barrow Yandabula line now, Jammeh Musa needs to go. He deserves to go, but Alabankolom.
No, but I believe that he may not have documentations unless even Hanimole are prepared somebody. But to passport or the dollar Barrow Moma Kalamta. It will be remote at least.
For honey passport the Latina.
I doubt it.
No,
it's not in his favor. To tell you the truth, it's not in his favor. The other time, for Kayako, notes will be read about him and what's happening because you cannot have his accomplices in international prisons.
Yeah.
And they are charged on crimes against humanity.
Yeah.
They're spending 200 years or above of their life. If he is the principal, there is no more trial that I don't think he may go scot-free. I doubt it.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not a criminal justice judge or whatever, but the odds are way against him.
But Barrow Ako atedama pet atele se ya jame sama na no banko kan. Ako atele se ya jame sama ako kunun jawarolon pres ako kunun jamelon president bar biatelon president. Ako sama me kala president amolo.
That's no doubt.
But
I am sure about that.
All right. Anyway, so let's go to this IEC.
Yeah, so the analysis, like we said the other time, just for the benefit of Mini Alonko on Saturday, Martin. We're talking about the IEC and the electoral register. And for Gambian or Mini Alonko, Ibe Gambia. And anyone that's in the diaspora, not advise, and what I will say is we should pay attention to the electoral register a lot. If we can contest it, if we can protest against it, if we can write a collective petition, that petition for IEC, the electoral register, we should rewrite it. We should redo it. Because the records don't match up at all. In my analysis of what I said last time, I believe we have 503,811 people in that register that don't exist. There are two things. Either some of them came and voted somewhere that Gambians don't know in the presidential elections, or it could be numbers that were fictitiously added. Simply reason me at the for Willem. Ninga election also to member local government election auto. So I believe one of the right information to Nyanta Relila Minka. Because one local government election or movement to Gambia economy man katofa until understanding. And in a rage winje, and in a challenge winje, and in a problem will be the Kalamotako. Because even President Barrow, like I said to you, I will tell you one Igbo town, Fituro, Alcato di Bakari Badla. So, Puru President Wula Jarai Obela, it's because it was quite contested. It was really challenging. So, Nimol Be Funtita, and the total amount of people, Mini Be Funtita, World Local Government Election in 2023, Tata Kanya, 458,346 people. Bontole Electoral Register has 962,157 associated. So I keep asking people, where are the 503,811 people? Will Taramungo? Will be Yemantamungo? Will be Tatabaku Eleban? It doesn't add up. It doesn't add up. Within a short period of time from the presidential election into the December, you get 2022, 2023 May. So literally 1 month and literally 15 months. You lose 500,000 people until my belief. So until we for the Gambian solely again na calendar for the next presidential election of Mimbinakang in next year 2026. Ila calendar ni mimbo ta IEC. In the state jeko ibe supplementary election or
supplementary registration. Yeah.
And then they'll publish that supplementary detail. Ntebe mean for come to IEC if they want to be really honest and they want to be looked corrupt free or fair to every Gambian. I believe they should entirely, including the new registration and in the old electoral register with the 962,000 be published to Gambians and they are published for now. Yet a radio station also Niba Gazette as a notice. They can also tell the Gambians through telephone, through radio contact. The timeline is very reasonable. The political party and any other independent party be involved in the elections. So that more media they are in the wards, their constituencies. Ya kalamuta ya jeko nyumolu mini ya lonko ebe safero ne tolbe saferi whether nyumolu ebe nyimbanko kan oite nyimbanko because it is our right as citizens. If you have an electoral register, you want to make sure one, they are Gambians, two, they have entitlements to vote, they are eligible to vote. You cannot put any Tom, Dick, and Harry in the electoral register. And then time OSC, we keep questioning Jumal and Jumati on the lines, because there were issues that a lot of Gambians in the Alonco, within the wards or during the community election of Bekeka, they came and vouched that some of the people that were is because I believe the awareness was not populated. A lot of Gambians did not see or know that new electoral register is published already. We should go and check whether it's legitimate or not, whether the names that are there exist already. And I'll take the opportunity to tell other people who are non-Gambians to stay away
from our elections.
It is not important. It is not fair that they interfere in the Gambian elections if they are not Gambians or they're not registered eligibly to vote. You can be non-Gambian, as far as I'm aware, if the rights or citizenship right gives it to you to vote, because Akakele, even us in the United Kingdom, you are not a British, but then you have that eligibility as Commonwealth individuals to vote. So whether that also criteria falls within, it depends with the immigration and the alcalos or CFOs or whoever is giving them those documentation.
But Madam Sane, another part, in the electoral laws, they allow the citizens of the Commonwealth to vote. But I think then my concern is about this attestation.
Yes.
Madam Sane, ni attestation on amambona lual kono.
It's a big problem.
Yamara sunyaro be stop la nobang.
And
because ndema understand from Banku Dingo, ijala Banku di ya sefoni alkalo lebe validate later. Ite momo iwuluta banko kan is either ye naturalized or nibu Banku Dingo ti inyanda bulu kaito soto lale.
Yeah, absolutely.
Inyanda nos kaito soto lale.
Even Minister of Justice bekala campaign.
Ha go bepare amat bako say hani attestation o sefoni alkalo by force ibe kaito di la mola luntangol kana sila. So
which is mad, which they shouldn't.
What has become this?
It's a very unprofessional statement to be said by a Minister of Land. Landsland for one.
Have a Landsland saying.
So for that individual to come out of his experience and the many years that he has, he's not some ordinary person. Our statement is reckless. In my understanding, and in what doming tata for ni mini before Senegal level sinano this is bad. Because me I don't know whether you've heard that we got 20,000 of our diplomatic passports.
No scandal moile,
Me along. I have record. I want to send you once without analyze like Janelundo.
But nga fenkejel ami bojan siso ho ate fundita yo debunk.
I have a list. I'll send it to you.
Okay.
I have a list. I'll send it to you and you go through it. You'll be very amazed. In Senegal, called me debunk at EBJ.
So allegedly 20,000 diplomatic passports already.
Well, the statement I read online, it says 20,000. But the documentations I have is not up to 20,000.
Okay.
But they're very concerning.
Okay.
They're very concerning. I think it's a brief record that was just taken. Maybe I'm not sure, but share and you can have a look at it.
Okay.
But during I checked, it was not up to 20,000. But key people, even National Assembly members who don't need diplomatic passports.
Yeah, Senegal.
No, Gambian so liaso to Senegal liaso.
Wow.
The Ndour family they told you. They were there, so you can no information minister me along ko alay mila kanyan tele we me for coffee time mo check on.
Wow.
So what he said is not true. The record I have is quite genuine and the numbers tie up and definitely these Senegalese.
But Madam Sane, nying IEC coming back we go back to the IEC. IEC. What do you think, in your view, that we can do as an opposition to try to mitigate this? Because
opposition member, I would say that we have to prioritize this electoral register.
It's very important.
The day it's going to be published, because it's a system where you're 10 years ready for the supplementary. But in Malon 4, they will publish the main electoral register, which is 962,157. But the moment we have to be ready across the country. Because we have 53 constituencies and we have 120 wards. Nyanta makes sure ward, people are ready, like on their feet. Screenshot is rather unfortunate than told everything is manual. Momo constituency can you
Bangu dingol le fo nyanta effort make la kata kanyin listo jibe madam.
Yeah.
But in Dolphin, sometimes we take things for granted because last time I remember they published this list, they were not properly checked.
Yeah, so
no, yeah, published last before 2021 they did.
Yeah,
they did.
So if that is the case, what I will suggest to Gambia to the United Democratic Party, and not only us, to any other party, political party out there, they should do the same. It is their right to do so, and it's even in their best interest. Because you don't want to go to elections with a doubtful situation. You don't want to go to election thinking there is a 503,000 possible scam. Because I call this a possible scam. The numbers don't tie up, and I believe these are either fictitious or the people came and voted, but not in the knowledge of Gambians. Because now for Inoko, until the 2016 record, we had 1,422 polling stations. But in 2021, we had 1,554 to 55 polling stations. So extra 132 polling stations for Gambian will be for politician will be for UDP more subtle in the polling station or toba is something still concerning. And because we have there were feedbacks that came from election watch for in fact, there was sexual feedback in fact, one polling drum will be in 2 streams, which I don't even know how. I think I shared it, the copy with you.
Yeah.
They were very concerning revelations. They had disabilities, because polling station or some of them don't even have accessible needs to do that. And some occasions a problem also between a line or jangaya and then some elderly or whatever many along branding and it was concerning. But as I said, the United Democratic Party, we didn't cover all of the polling stations. How many did we cover? I don't know, but the record states that MPP were covered 100%. From the election watch recommendation.
No, 2021 Menketa, Madam Sane, some of our polling agents were not even reachable over the phone. Because of telephone.
No, for now more.
Didn't cut for a contact like a polling, don't call it because of telephones were switched off.
Yeah, in fact, Serine mentioned that on one of the live that I did that you may support.
Yeah.
And also on again, because we got 266 people and most of them are diasporans, I believe. Now try this time round the electoral bill party agents will minikata. Please this time at least 3,000 because we did about the electoral rolls are the polling stations are 1,554. But remember, each polling station will have the individual streams. So it could go up to 4 streams per polling station. It could be 3 streams per polling station. I don't know, because what I call Fana Mantara, I see the website. Like I said to you, they failed to give us those informations. Even the United Democratic Party petitioned them so that they can give people the results of the polling stations. Until now, it's been 4 or 5 years more magical. And I doubt if they're going to do that. So, a constituency report will generalizing everything, but in the individual polling station and individual streams, who won, the numbers for NPP, the numbers for UDP, GDC, and all of that were present, even on their website. So right now, for controlling the diaspora, let's try and go and be polling agents or party agents for our individual political party. If you are in Doi, please travel and be a polling agent for Doi. If you are UDP, you have to. Because we need minimum of 3,500 polling stations to cover. Because each polling station may take 3 or 4 stations.
That is assuming, Madam Sane, we don't have a unified coalition.
Yes.
To be honest, I hope we do have a coalition, because
a unified one.
Because that will make us in a better position. Because already Baro Balanyin June judgment nothing. Abeni attestation all many I see Kalabante Almembe Kanje. So, but if we are united, then that we can resist against any tapalaya, isn't it? Because we will be collectively.
We can counter a lot of things.
Yes,
but also, as I said, I keep saying and reiterating that the electoral register is something we have to work towards. Because remember, 2021, Barola number was collectively near UDP Lajoka. GDC Laje, Doi Laje, Independent Laje, National Union Party. The total votes. Barolia, no, the total vote of Tatakanya 402,048 votes. So Barola number was 457,519. So even with that, our number was increased by 55,471. Ninga all the oppositional lanyokan, all the parties all being as a coalition. Hanikabi in six parties, or 5 remaining parties that went along in 2021. The numbers all were still short by 55,470.
Okay, Madam Sana, I've got somebody who sent in a question from this person is a listener in Gambia. I message Okina. Ako say who I'm listening to your show. A very interesting analysis from your guest. Anyway, she's not a guest here. she's part of the platform. Yes, an interesting analysis from your guest. But I'm a bit confused by what she said in terms of the list, because these people who she's talking about, this list, presumably these are people already issued voters card against the backdrop of the fact that they have Gambian documents to back up that. So how are you going to challenge that list, that these people should not be on the list? Legally, we have no legs to stand on once they have got Gambian documents and they have got voters card.
The thing is, if I come from, say, Joshua and I live in Kandiba, that street, that area, if anybody lives there in the name of some weird name that I've never heard of, and that brought eyebrows.
Yeah.
I know it may cause mayhem, because that's what I said, that it is important that thank you, Dolfana, at on the IEC, announce ko mol binale kanyinin karaoke. Because nibe konyoka, Alpha Dolbije, Alcalo Dolbije, wala Ibamo Dolbije, wala Alpha Dolbije, like my dad was in there since in 1991. So moteta do wu hol kono asafo ko malo. Na me te fango longote mudi ndumoti ila kordati o ila lunta o ila jiati o asiwolono. So we'll call that fan kono mini a tenant star. They should be able to tell Gambians whether you know more to all. So basically the community is the people that can know the ward areas in the individual wards, also will marry recognize more. I know, yes, near document also it will be very hard, but we will have to. This is why it is important that new alcohol will need the document will be the more on dinner. Yeah, marry the core background or long follow. Not because which I've seen happened even to a Joshua. That did occur. So I don't often need to revise in court. Most of them will like this is a waste of time.
Yeah.
Because revising court will be sitting for a good 60 days. In the 2-month session, Puruka query sol not GB. But yes, that list can be contested. Like for instance, Bandu. Bandu later Mayor Rohilo Bigil. I members also to mean Bandu. It's not a table at Bandu. Bandu most of the time will more Catarati. It took election roll 21,000 people voted in Gambia in Bandu. It causes a lot of questions, and you're wondering where are these 21,000 people? You're not alcohol fanan, no kufanan je come in natare tamari betalinding, ye kaito dilaje, attestation or dilaje, or for some reason, you're not Joshua, it's already Joshua. You're not a Joshua person. Why should you be registered in Joshua if you're coming from Bilkama or Talinding? That shouldn't happen. So these are all queries and problems that IEC needs to deal with.
Yeah, I think this guy got the gist of your answer. Before you continue, Modolo be proud from all Americans. Southern, why am I muted? But I'm puzzled because if you are muted, would you be able to comment on the live? And admin or I'll more mute unless if the person is using profanity or something. I'll more mute, please. This is a democratic platform. We're not going to mute anyone just because you say a view that doesn't go along with somebody. But can you confirm that if you are muted? Because you just said that why am I muted? But I just saw your comment. Okay, Madam, is it continue now? Yeah.
Yeah, so Southern is a good follower of the Democratic Party.
Yeah, man, I come out comment more. I'll comment all mute just because I'll mute, please. More admin, they don't do that. Don't mute the comment. Yeah,
so,
go.
So and then what fiasco back at million Jamal.
Ha.
Again, Kafoko ya Baro a winterly in 2021. I keep asking myself, how is it possible? How is it possible with all this that is in that I have as questions, and I don't think it can be answered.
Yeah, bango baby for a million Madam Zan. So because you IAC official from be millionaire,
they did.
With 53 million, my God, it's just. Yeah, it's just crazy.
And you know, one of the things as well, Tola IGP, when they got recommendations on basically Purkata Momanjai charge for corruption. Mind you, he's 91 years. Nimo Manjai kata police or abita trial. Abe Gambian on Nafalamu.
Abe Kolealal.
How are we gonna get that back? Because criminal cases don't bring you money. It is litigation, civil litigation that brings money, not crime. So Nyubo Nyama, what benefit do we get out of that? I think it would make sense. Kawon Sindika for a Lakodomi Malabanka Konali Ajo. That our civil court, Nakodo table.
But Madam Sane, maybe next government after Borough will be about because being IEC chairman or electoral officer, police will gonna investigate. You come along with court of thing.
Amanke.
Abe day in the
10 months after the investigation will start.
Because your police will instruct like you can case you follow.
It is very worrisome, and I don't think the president, if anybody of the NPPs are listening, it's not a good thing because you are actually condoning the corruptions. If that means if I'm that big, because when you are a chairman or at a top of mental sober, you more say all the toby. So what finance director, imagine that he was in I think Anthony Arseca. He was appointed in IEC in 2003. Abe IEC. So I formally found 100 million on. And I think you could now, when the sources were questioned, could also tot a nyadile and you record lay bank statement of Funtindi Eba. So after auditors all the findings, that is when they went to put the case. Any fraudulent matters has to go to the court. Had to go to the police department. And of course, the IGP initiated it. But the first time of the commanding, you know who Jamal Tambitenya? Mobanjai. I tell it Tambitala ni more say will be a nyato at Adagi. Community may be a question.
What maybe at if I cool on you quarter water?
Well, in fact, I'll tell you another revealing matter. Purunto ngala IEC le sign, it will be a very concerned matter purunga la fon kontola election obitaku. Because Ninumo department of Nia Lonko, they have to swear in a president. They have to tell Gambians that the eligible individual or electable person, be elected person to Gambian will choose. So neutral for the JB do that taken. Do you know that Samu Janjai, he was the chief election officer, something like that.
Yeah.
During investigation to Tataji, I record on Funtindi of 16 million amount of money. Me alonko, it told you when a request place, it go puru allowances me solar tana. This is different from 53 billion or 300
million, 53 million,
$16 million. Because it's also that what allowance on every election. Apparently 2016 years so 2021 you requested and Mabaranjai actually approved that. So legally, you know be a lua tinyale under section 86.
But why, Madam Manager, why is opposition quiet about this? Because this is a itabita nyobori ngola. Referee men nyanta kera referee di wo
Amikili manjo nyembebe chandine ye singo lo akam. In fact, jokoli ako gayele ako republic yen ko ha denga 256,000 return le. Imagine 56 million. Akate 256,000 I return le. I need return ni nangam. More long because we couldn't verify that. And secondly,
but did he say why the money was paid into his account in the first place?
He never said that. In fact, but that is the issue. Before you even tell investigators the matter, what about the auditors that came there that needed those information? Why didn't you give it to them? Why wait for the investigators? And this is the issue. Why you got paid 16 million extra, different from the 56,000? It's cheaper. They are absolutely rich. I can assure you that. So, Unibina Minekela 2026 election auto is quite concerning. And every Gambian Bedauda is a happy of work. Because record will mini BJ and do Njak Min Keta. Tapalea Min Bugalante Min Keta office open.
Yalo Ningatara Madam Sane, we have a united front. United opposition.
Yes.
They are a oppositional base, a press conference commandee. Alaju sino da boy sijana Halifa Salah sijana Mama Kande sijana Esafale sijana ñu be si around the table a press conference journalist will come ko ntolde ngani kibaro shoto ko ñunu me alon ko auditori afo ko million de aka ñi mo klingol lebita kala ñi carte fo kito ntol we want the international community to know ning iman ñunu mol bondi je and Balo is declared winner, we will not accept the results. Inyantaka ko preempt rather than ye but for results or quantita eco among fair.
None of these teams should be in that election house.
Imanyana Talaji, Hani mo killing Manyana Talaji.
The entire management mean baby.
No, I agree with you. They are not among credible to be in part of the IEC system.
No, they're not. They're not.
Yeah.
And then you're wondering why should we be quiet? This has been like since 2023. Mama Nyala Letani, it was dated around that.
Yalande Gambia Kugante Jahale, Meli Alonko Nyanta Keke issuti, Ndolgo Leke issuti, because the media should pick on this, and it should be a big issue even in Gambia. Ikatunyi Yala Menkan Kamfa from, let me tell you something. Gambia, okay, media houses are not having a go, but every day. Ñin diamol men ka ñin platform no ñin political diamo kare ko ten what has that got ubentol na fala monela
and these ones are going Scott.
This one, why don't you even invite IEC? Yes, samanang yes challenge on this. You know the Gambian na fala bari ye mo boni na UDP, we mo boni na NPP alena kare ko ten what do we benefit from that?
Nyanta okela na online bantaba ngata mo kilim kumande socially jokoli. I think he's answerable to Gambians.
Jokoli will never come here. No, but you know, Yalong Dolmu partisan platform, but let Jokoli can go to Kerfatu. No, Yala, it will look at your Onyama. It will look at your Onyama. In here, invite the Gafalo Bantaba.
We just want answers. All we are going to ask questions is why is this? Why is that?
Wala Niman Najam Faita Membekiri, Pamodia interview, Wareda Kerfatu, Wareta, any other platform, even Grand Bantawa, Ndengamra Grand Bantawa. Ngamera Grand Bantawa, Inyanta guest chief Alpha Sambalana, most Samanam from the IEC, Yininga list to let's have a conversation. Nimukur Mealongo is going to be very important.
And you know, also, for a nuclear, you know, they they get funding from UNDP. UNDP paid $2,051,000 for IEC for the voter registration presidential election time. You million also in dollars, yet still. They went and paid money. It only request they call for the election purposes. And then imagine the funders realizing or seeing that you're actually paying your money in yourself this much money. They will start questioning for Gambia in disabling. It's a possibility to for another government that may come. Because if you're IEC, you're telling people, sorry, we need money. We need election cost to cover our elections and whatever. And then you're requesting $5.4 million. You have about $2,051,000 given to you. But now they're seeing you're paying yourself $301 million in your individual bank account. And I will add the remaining sums because we're relevant to $253,850. You know, so what do they have to ask themselves? And they may be thinking, but when you understand, 1 minute it all kokodo mesi, saying why?
Men brother invite la njana maybe atesina ko leral Mamadou Aliou Ndiaye. Komala yala bota social media la muta na say.
Because bringing request nata ko recommendation or nata that dad needs to be
investigated.
No, he's been recommended for prosecution.
Oh yeah. No
Recommended to be prosecuted, including Nying R. Seka, because he was the finance director that transferred the funds to these individual accounts, private bank account, knowing he's a finance director, and he's been there since 2003. So recommendation all are sitting somewhere. I don't know whether with the police or Attorney General's chambers, Malong Barabela and Dulanto. And you're wondering, Munia Sabula, no action has been taken, and it's been a while now. You know, and I believe, but Mabonjai should come because remember, attack them then Kaiko.
And then I just saying I disappeared for months on TikTok saying. I just disappeared.
Baromos Gola platform.
Oh, Akada BMG. Okay.
But being the no Gala protest, so he really helped. I saw him on the ground. He was fighting for them, which was very good as a citizen to join them and assist. But after that, so we should invite him so that I know, because Billing Kaiko was a trespass.
Oh, Dogo say go say be UMC le. He got join the UMC le say.
UMC le say.
Don't comment. I go
okay, there you go.
Gambia political is very interesting.
No, it's very interesting. It's very interesting. But as I said, investigate. We should be worried about our elections in 2026.
Absolutely.
We might investigate what we nyante bondi again. And again, that brings us another question: why is Judicial Service Commission allowing Barrow to nominate Joe Colley? Because the Constitution said if you're gonna hire a person such as a chairman of an electoral commission, the person, as I said, should not have any dirty hands, should come with clean hands, basically. And of course, we are still having this issue of this 53 billion. And again, he was part of the 16 million allowance holders as well. So there's a lot
yes, Joe Colley is that one allegation, but he's not been convicted in any court of law or anything. So the president has every right to apply. But that doesn't make sense. Somebody may along go there is alleged scandal hovering over his head. Woman clean to be chairman of the IEC.
Yes, it is true that in a court of law it's until you're proven guilty, you're still innocent. But that is not when you want to hold a position of this nature. The moment there is something around you, you cannot
from the auditors. Simple.
The moment there is a mention of it, and remember, these are not ordinary people that just came and mentioned your name. These are auditors. Auditors, so like I said to people many times, there are so many checks
and balances.
External auditors can
because you don't find they after their reputation. So for your safeguard.
There you go. So new caring, and they also remember their license as well. They lose their license if they do anything that. So new caring, if your name is mentioned, it means you cannot hold any position until you're cleared of that. So technically and procedurally, what Barrow should have done is keep on he should put him on hold until that investigation is cleared.
And then from the grapevines, allegedly, NPP in quality. So, your colleague.
And the criteria is you shouldn't be.
Yeah, but Nima proof no that Mala members of IEC, that is going to be very difficult. But from what he told me, and our family, big NPP, until we are in a very precarious situation. Yeah.
We know, but this time, 2026 year, we have to be very serious. And honestly, in Buffalo, Gambian will be anybody that's listening and those that are back home, please let's make this a job of ourselves to sort this issue out. IEC is a concern and we should be worried. We cannot have a free and fair election when we have an electoral register that is not accurate.
Yeah.
We cannot have people that are managing that department when they have questions to answer.
Exactly.
Especially something of an integrity, something of a characteristic matter.
Yeah.
Something that is unlawfully speculated or unlawfully alleged against them. So, on TV for the Gambian only, please, a petition, okay? Nimo can attend an individual party leaders only, a press call, a conference call, and press or IGP. To take action against these people and get rid of them, and they bring in new staff. Many along I believe are trustworthy, and we should rely on their capabilities and integrity. I think as an IEC, because of the role they play, they should have that nature.
Yeah.
So,
Madam Sane, very interesting analysis. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for being here. And it's very important that Ganying Blas Kachabake, because free and fair election hinges pretty much around the Independent Electoral Commission, the credibility of the Independent Electoral Commission. The Independent Electoral Commission is compromised. That itself is giving a sort of indication that the election could be, fraudulent. Yeah, I understand. And so it's very important that we talk about this, and all opposition people should take this seriously. But sadly, Ndola Banko, things that are important, things they are not important. That's what we try to emphasize on. This is the problem we have. But thank you for being here. Thank you. Thank you. For the audience also to have their say on this very interesting conversation, but before you guys come on, I will just talk about the Finance Minister CD Keita. Abe manyame na banko kang CD Keita la kumu meta fola banta bajanne. Ngalo konde it is watching de idi mu jaran koleti. Nindi am da jaran ko dol ka fa dol ka kam vale ninga CD ma yalo nyimbadi ya fasa ko kam batande bagele. But Sidi Keita is systematically destroying that country. In fact, he has destroyed that country. Altale Sidi la budget o jibe. Sidi Keita wolonga tata parliamentary commission. Yalon dem buka me understand Gambian on tola koto. Munan tol Gambian when we get things wrong, we cannot graciously accept our errors and admit to our mistakes. Then you can't jahali back. Those of you who watch the sittings, he was questioned by the lawmakers. The box stopped at him. Ya nyininka document ol men akate travel tale ate o minute file tole. He refused to take responsibility. He wanted to blame the permanent secretary. The lawmakers had to tell him that itolo minister, we hold you to account. And reluctantly, he apologized. But even after his apology, which is common among us, ndol Gambian o jamababi je ni apology ke fango apology because sincere ndankon wrong apology ayoleke. He apologized later on after kafam justify her malla falem blame ko tenke tenin. So Sidi Keita ni ete nyininga documents solo janibe travel la hanata ete be Japan le or China, you could have called your PS to say janin kan alnyin document ol be follow. You did not do that. Womu direction of duty, and you failed in your responsibility as the minister. You could have taken ownership of that, but you refused. Instead, you went to the National Assembly to justify. ajibe minister jumale tata ka 52 million samba adama barobe pisir pasarola Sidi Keita bari yalo ngale jane ko Sidi Keita is worse than Mamboure Njie yalo mafoja ha dol ba fala sewu sedile ka bula Sidi Keita normal Sidi Keita hania ma nya jibe ala nyaada fu jibe isalon ko this guy is not honest. I will tell you that. Ale mola body language jibe Sidi Keita la appearance ala jibe na ba diam la ba nyakulul malala. I don't like to do personal attacks on people. The guy is not honest. All he is interested in to remain a minister at all costs. Ha nde tada janale mune Sidi Keita from bondi in Saudi Arabia. I don't explain no more. He never wanted to be a minister. He never wanted to be. Kulega Saudi, which prompted him to apply. And when Birim Baroya apply, I can't left total finance. Like you fali janne. Baroka eko election wala kana si bita trade le follow. Ning election wala tala mbe Mamboure bondi la ngekeji. It's the likes of Sidi Keita that are systematically abe molla asset sol be tayle kan abe molla finkol be wafika. What has Sidi Keita done for us policy wise? Gambia today 100 and how many billion, Madam Sani? Not debt? Is it 120 or whatever billion we are indebted? But the more katra set janne ni go be Sidi Keita malafang dol bigé. Alinga Sidi Keita. Sidi Keita is the worst finance minister. By far worse than Mamboure Njie. I will tell you that. Meta nyim fola banta ba janne. Wala na nyim man sekunda. Mbal dani la munela. Alinga na together na nyim man sekunda bondi. Bura atutan tol bulu. Ale fat sen moy janne kunum ko Saturday bringa programme ko fat sen ko nyeko sewu monan alaman tankala nimma election o win. Jumala bina duna nyim platform diamo la jankata ko 2031. Nga modole je jawo fane komen nga ko atela political is up to 2026. Ni wo botala te man na la diamo. And now the lot of people are going to get deflated. Sign diamo dal be siaring. You know one thing I notice about Gambian people. Ndol me yalon gombe struggle ko nga nyin ko nga understand. Gambia no ni election no kana si diamula ka sia. And this is even before 2016. I remember in 2011 Ndolbe Gambia election was analyzed on Freedom Radio. I think I was there with CD Cisse. Na friend CD Cisse. CD member NPP sai. Not 11 Freedom and in Tala Panderi alamane wani ka falkala. Ndolbe jigirin ko jamme musabe boylale. But the wolong results all not rek near jamme vote from for joke fara. We all told be discouraged. We left bottom ngana program for man na labam fam. Iko jamme was declared, you know. But what did we give up? Even Biria Jamme declared that we could what was some we can play. But 2021 Jam Biria UDP sooner. Hey, Mojamale disco. Mojamabe Kibikla Jam sign. They all gave up. I have to say it as it is. They went. They Dolby from Wolko daha politically. I hope that doesn't happen. I hope we win in 2026. That's why we need to come together because Gambia no got discouraged. After 2021, a lot of people gave up. All these livers, Melka live. After 2021, everybody should have come on because Yaje Bankukano Akalfengedame when it is tough, not when it is convenient. The country needed us at that time. Baro in Sunya election. That's the time we should have galvanized ourselves. Katali dunia lako Baroye dole bejang akomuna nambuka diamo barola development la. Jamang NPP platform odi. Ni la vida barola development tata ile life ke barinte sefu sedi di chinajan ka barola agenda wafa mbam far. NPP has their own platform. Ndolum opposition already. Ndefengo fimbe baro jindi lante wala folante. I'm not going to be here to talk about what development is Baro doing. Why don't you talk about Barola development? That's the NPP platform auto. Jam opposition platform already. I'm not going to do PR for Baro. nga Ismaila Cissé soto jere ayala media team soto. All right. So mbalten dula bake, I will take some callers. Nimban callers all for the program kumfajam. Mbari nga jibe jumale lafta selala. Bari dolbi je TikTok la ka wol selendi. So mboka la fika mobe selendi. Ninga mol jemele yalan ko de regular callers. Okay, ndey idis ya. Ngama ndey irobe la fla diamulal. Dolbi je wol TikTok la ka wol selendi. Okay, ndey idi bismillah.
Sedili.
Na?
Sedili ban na buro la kumo funga wallahi fonka ko fonsala jara ya nyim fon.
Ya ngara ndenyin na citizenship revoke la nga sama nyomi.
Ndefa balla nyomi ko la ko la nyim ko kono. Ngala fo ay barin soto nyomi le bam because ning ate keno pio jara.
Nyinde nyanda jara nga ya bondela ko modol because nying bifa ngajale pa modu wa fije feje kam.
Adam famo do se ko se la kan ka famo lo la billahi ninga la ko le jen ka kunta tama ku kele ngatambi
Nyingay wakay ade wakay butum den da ko de fo jahalo de
yeah, great show honestly Allah deep dive into the
I see
very very important topic se ko se ni na focus on nyanta kila jeleti and awareness around area is very important. The civic education you are doing, it is very important. It is going to go a very, very long way.
Yeah.
We have a whole
12 months. Yeah. Maybe instead of brother from someone on my party.
And my party can imbana feel I am fata I am I mean, yala na ko muna ko ila kendindo ay message la ko nyako muna sekula no mbadi na ngasa ko ndo anka ebe mun sanno ko ndra ko nyibari na molen ko hanni ko de nyanta sango ko
inyata no mbadi la en ko la
ngai ndo bile la ngai te fanta sa ko ndo ne sa ko ndo ne son ko ke je nyola ngai son tala no mbadi yeah, it's important, and I think Gambia no nyantale pour ye haklo to back in is important. It's normal. It cannot sound like
billahi. Nde iri gonde ka waru le million ol fo bi tata dami.
It's a million. How is that possible? Seko said, how did we have that amount of money in that country? Na lepitano momboriso.
Aja halo warta.
How did we have?
But if I president, I got 25 million they spent on Sila o Sila. I got for.
Iko kodo sudi ada budala. Amanya nakafo. Adamo go advice solve minto. Ya wala niaba usenu la interview jube kalifa. I want very important. I don't go on dol founding sit and come ko dol fola man kam walula because that office is the highest.
Yeah, the office. Yeah.
Respected. I don't go into law. I am doing the simple city. I am doing the for doom. See, Fallen Couple, Adam Guru, Mutamalo for Mulki Lamono, Adam Alaya. I cannot live Mukalamono Alaya. I
go bring a go. Allah Marcel, Nala, Alina Alana Yamano Bondi. So Yangoba is a big problem for Barode.
But Adam Baro Yankuba is ever been his problem.
Okay.
He had no bata. In the period of the 3 years jotna. Adam Yankuba like.
Okay.
Yankuba has been his headache. What can you fear for the Njamala take a money Yankuba Bala? I don't know what he sees, Dolban Menje. I don't know what he knows, we don't know.
But yeah, the problem is all along before Yankuba ina muna nati mamar se onyinde da.
Exactly. Allow sino labe niji waton.
Sirifo sonko. I got opportunities like a marse ode da.
Go to telephone call Ludia and in time about. So what happened at that time? What time ala mole beje?
Yeah.
So Brikama Nyanta Jela understand. B. In fact, Nim Brikama Nyanta may yet and Adam Borula B. yankuba la ka bi ka tam
sama Brikama ngol wanyanda fundira ya protest against Barola Nyandiamo.
Protest and so they are support Yankuba and you Adama Barola Nyandiamo ya protest kai kandala ko. Ojo ita manke mansa kyautu Gambia sulata men ne manke mansa kyautu Brikama sulata menna. Ne ya malete ba falan tole ko mo kun killing wala ku asabule len tolu la nyanto mem menti. Ne ya lon ko ni te simbo la ko nyanto ko to dilanto. Tilali ya protest yo yitandi Adama Barola ya fay ko mansa kiti na ko te kallon tol ko kan. Na fo men ta tay songola me ya lon kon tolel tamu ngasi kan ngadiela Adama Barrow mu Brikama ko lambi ndano le ti ali nga to nya fo ya do ko lela Brikama ko le bajo kan taxpayers le bajo kan
yeah
ya walti nin ko mo walla fisi atati katu walla ati sike yake do ko lato bajo kan ibala borol joke ibala lopitani bilo joka ibala ayo moto men borindi fafuta da Brikama aloto ko de mota diamata je Brikama ko le kawojo
yeah Brikama ngol le kajo definitely
ate man ñoñ da ate man ñan lola Brikama kan ñoñ kuma kan sifata ko fo Brikama ko le because of one person
yeah
tama bele ñanta fintila kela balamba ya itan yalong na political awareness se ku sedini
ha
25 anyanta tambilale anyanta bola noto la man ñana tarla noto ko take they are right the people of Brikama ka finti ka fa yen nenne
ay Brikama ngol nenne fam ay nenne fam
lale ay jutun na yale keje ay condescending manyale keje ay neng because wala ko do our government ko e kanale in the name of Gambians not Adama Barrow
yeah
it is not Adama Barrow it is the taxpayers money it is the money of the Brikama people who is Adama Barrow to come to Brikama ka fi Brikama ko le ko ali be kelate na nali man ko nyama ntete kelate
ayaba defon warta anu free wifi men ay Brikama promise men na wodo mo yango ba fo man ke chairman de ba hansa en kuno le wala kati
aningala classroom doctor bekela taylo ni lampole ngamra yo fa ka ba be tayla hani bi man tayli jefo
de wa fengela wori docteur Ismaila Cissé
classroom doctor
bari nga gele ko Demba Sabali say way docteur tayflo bon le ka fayne Demba Sabali nga ba fa la sita ko ka nte manke docteur alkanam ko mané
yalla wato doli ko keba dibina lola ni mo le meje fo
ifo nga mala fo sita la ko yaaje mbe kala gele fe ngol dal kanam ko mandi docteur la say
docteur Cissé le classroom docteur ya na meta fanan nyanta sila la ya fon son aya lonko ntol manke sino lati de menika fay docteur mala ko check ntol dol ay very simple pour kala ni docteur ya check ka je ko docteur ya so to do ko ma because hani bi hanu sama mon bu kala tele docteur ya fon botanan da men I still have not get a clear information docteur la ni docteur ya botanan da
ha docteur de sa ate fanan keta kif dogo katlati but the other one do ma wobe dayri ne sa hinde buka ma ko moy back
maybe sila te fanan na position o man safe se ku sedi ye mo mon digge dayri Adama Barrow la ni ko de jamu setalo no bara na tafte ko bari ni men fanan jawul to na be diam bala la lon amari so be de kala place o man safe ba ni kam pour la place o safe great example de ko ma fana you never know maybe saying afana ko lambatu ngaten ko ma maybe nga ma man tabaka ala place o is not
bare nga on don jele mi moda Canada wo be donkan wo be lenjamo faraka Baroy
na half brother and me ya de kabir be don nani life ko mbata la diamo la moy kam because nga de la be diamo kam man diamo kun na fenyelo lefta kan la moya mumo la ka understand exactly what he is talking about
afana be live le
diamo kan ni musa insa en kulati de doni afit ko dunde ngamira gajiko la platform or the journalist nga de ya dundu wala to I was trying to kind of listen to it and understand ake be mo fa kan to law half brother ni yalla ta ko kontane na kontanda fana ka diamo
Okay. All right. Abaraka bake de idi. Thank you. Okay, dole nyomi go dole lafta sella jam bari nga fana selandi. Maybe I've been another CD kit no. So Fada we nyari.
Me yang seriously.
Yeah.
No.
Yalo me nga request o membe jam bari nga konti. I have no yalon dolbi je mbuka sofo e kala fi am la leba dolbi je TikTok le kawol selendi so mbokala fike ni me shoote mboke selendi because dolbi je ngajo TikTok le
sane bala ma be nyaadi mashallah sedili mosi ala tentu doron bayri nin ku mu baro fama ba fan wura kam mol yele
okay
akadiya mu nyamen al nga la moyde baro fan katala ba fan na politiko le tinyaka e kal ite president to ite me kunta kini banko la ite ke kunta ke jumalla area council chia passé ñun ma hañi yankuba la osilo le be ñun ni yankuba tema wala mala problème ti ni pare tay la attaque fa sembe ma be ka taral ni mo kilo wala kambake ni ya cross te ka mi da ko dol teye yaye baro anala o ka fo nek manjele
Jibala wali.
Let's go ke kadi fo kadi jara wa fila doctor lembam fo.
Jibala wali. Okay, Southern is a request okay nan ko den ke mela request sorry.
Is the most information minister man ma information minister soto. Même na information al abuka fenne fo mosi mem fango ma na ta
Jibala Ismaila Cissé la bam.
ala ya long abebe kala
bari ala Ismaila
saying one thing ndeka molka na pareta molko ka ko tende ko wollel mo ndebuka ñu follow no mbuke jibe no na mbolo fa wala buka son kat ñu jibe because they want in stressful ndata ji mbedda fenne la moyla ngaje ko ika fenne fon kam ika men fon ka fenne tombo no kono yeke so ni mfufu lebe nyo kono bari mo be diamule bukalo aka memfo na mantala telu ndirola abentali lala no actually nyi afan ko dinda bahal cabinet le ba bulo kono nyi nem bahal ngamira nyanta bulo
bari demba sabale ko itol ndol la fitala sako itol membe bi je Ibrahima Sane ni mbara thank you for watching
Ya tabitu ngajibe
ay fanan ko en niole la nyim palaso so de ko ndol
da wajila ko di we are dead and buried wala wol dimin ale bi ba ya to ko duo da to ko dead and buried
mbaro
mol paretal de ni ma kalam ta mol
bari ay sila ko nyaadi le
no wolu yanunte meta nyim fola mol nganyim kanyim fola de ko limanke indaga fola is not IEC is Barrow Electoral Commissioner.
Ide fa de commandi wala Barrow Electoral Commission.
Mani BC la nana fole journal. TikTok lan ko yin manke IC din ñi jo ko li jibe wan. Handi maaje Barrow la bendulalto ban nga natal doje ila Congress asobibe lo dundingala. Abe Barrow bala. Ko ya ay taw dorom hani tisad nete mun ko aya dun dorom aliela mo be men folamo so tumane nyanta lala jokolina on a serious note will manke IEC they not independent none of them is independent there and nkafo baro no to tata baro thank you mon nyanta mune kam fenke la silam we don't need those people amo jokolila fo duma kenkeji and momo binala Momo binala ngaje ko Gambia carte fayda aliye tombonga manke president ke bulo muta wodi ita sonna weke ita sonna weke la imbulu muto wole mol batandi because serele ni ndeke pala soto be dogo le ko male ibe ala tentula le de mo me ba sindile ba fla intele ngeni ikenyi mbo kunton ko to marie nalo ka boyte ka wote feala o si yala baludula la sonia
tonya
aba fla ninyi mbota impala sinto defo ne mbe jandame mbo la jele ite buka bunko
ha yalo kam men fon to la koto selfishness like am batande because
wala ka mol batandi
momo ke mbire kumola
Jan molu kata nyamen is very nice dim fana ngo keno because jan handi be pati la kono konyi ka felo ko meli carte fayne batu ngata woni na constituency mol nyinenka ikatu amwela MP la jan Ibuka decision ta fo ni la moli ya kata most of the time. So ko na tanyi debate ko la mbekela ndol ka fo le janite ba vote la mbitale mbenna molle nyini kala fo ni mbem fo nganana. Why can't Gambia okay nyul man la ko molle ken la because the thing is it can mol tom wonne nga carte fay ñu maafi jara wafila nin kaniba wafila liye fambola ko do mento ibe borla no may campaign ke faale wina to le na faal to le fisiata wolti ali na mur ko tenke fam ke wol mel yete ke o palaso to ali damfu ali ini la patie be damfu ali sawnga lafta tala dama le daji ma wodonje man la fato atombo na du man la fato fola wo mem wo soto ni men ka fo ko ni ma ngapati ngolo le tin kai ko wi ite te de da do you even have money
so jumala wodi
me ila kombo député me yudi pim ko ya
men sawunta okay
atanyanta diamula
adiam dala mune fo ko tenge
wa kuma kile woni mi lafta baro ifenko kaya asikaya pose ka do you even have to talk ite dale suto kadiam nte bin walta de ngo jabile muka dobi jen katambila ba ministre mena kan ngo jabi mo post nyin ton watson gambe or whoever ya post ya tele na kibije ite John de mamoli ete ke dula to ye ko di wo parti le ite ko kana o parti le diam adam baro member de bil ka man ko tema ma ba because jani yanku ba bina I promise membe la man fenke so ate promise no la fenna abe menke no la yankuba bir kam ko le asindi je ndi asindi men kam ya jela bo ke kai I Marcelo follow I go bitikol men fa de ke je now ke bir kam ko le aya opul le men dal yankuba jindiamo amo kala aya ke
abaraga
kana keren sa man ko dal kana
agara keren santungo
ando asemba ko na jaran ko men bulo likilale ya ben silam wadi ko wol ko sajela tolle ando
jara bara adol ya maragle ko atol ya baroka tu winna otole nyomi
ani de ni ko bo fule be boy lam kanne de alo ibara alfana no ma fando la député do gagner tanande wol jara ma ba wala mo le député gagner
madu okay
ma fama melu di amobe mbulu nga sutele problemol be damento muka mansa soso tol kala mansa le kan wala ma fo ni afo asimani abanto law baborindola fa ko di si hala ba hakala mini mo hala le ti hala molu wo ma fo be baroma win woto
abaraga baga nyomingo malom vo Mr. Jabang fana la fa diam la le mindo santo to bang
nyin si kay mfan ko de kayela mo si ata dame ma fon
kana wo fo de kayela moy be tonindo
ko de kayela mo because ni buka kan kilin wala fon so tol kan je nyama ni tol keji nyama fata tale itol buka man so definitely wo mote ko bole bulo kono bari we have doku bale be mbuluje pour ni nyomo ngat dekte nyola
okay
because bi Gambia mbele dentala mbele be mano sankanda jawla ibuka bula mo no ma bulu ko si kense wala ite be torali ila tano borte je fentela dulato ifane ata ninyi nan laftela nyaonya telefona lafta mfana katambi
true
sabe dame ngete bulo jele ngane na lete jenke ngado fana na tabiro jiba be nyame adama be mo lati
wo fon dunia wo molde nyim falindro yeah ni do ya try then after doing that's how development comes but ndol la nyin Africa problem be la ni men sita wakati wulla
dunia be le makanne ta nyin time limit ya dundi ba
yeah
na nden han ay modo londa te tadron na ay men alambiro ganyeta ngalon ko le ganyeta para kana fam forcé katambi for sign ni on ala domandi men tuta mati horomandi men tuta ni molti ma ba bondi kanjele min kita nyin tatam poti abe lola dro ala bunyana la koromo bebe ba bara wakil do ray sam fuji sula afoko sila
ede be da fo nyole tinya kan adama barole be la moy kan nyin ta nyin nota da tam fa malo ni ma ya fo baroka kam faale
ndo mol ba fo la sila be wulla wala protest
ima ya be kam faale keba sabale kam wala because keba sabale ka tul nyin data la radio da be nyum fo la be he is very angry with keba I want to capture with keba
yalo ima ye mo fanan tondi la men sila dan sila fa ne a groupe wal hani to law nyomi ma fa opa nyomi all body bu noto tata ma ba groupe be kono le naw ma fa wala
okay abaraga ba ngata Mr. Jaba ila fa diam la le bay meta janne de okay Mr. Jaba maybe ate select la ma kala muta ibe janne ba Mr. Jaba okay all right ala baraka ba ke mbade ngol thank you so much for dabo nimam modole request ni nga kala fa diam la le ba oh yeah yalla wala nambuka dol selendi dol ka sele ka kala okay what is a drop no le dole diam dole ba foka ka nga selendi Southern it's a request kino so ala baraka back thank you so much a very interesting show. We'll continue to have this kind of programs here. Not interview with Lamin Sane a man date you confirm for because like he traveled so nanya the confirmation on the date then we'll have an interview with him. Okay dole ben yin karaoke kanjang I don't like to answer questions dole ko where is Fatnjai Fatnjai used to be a regular caller on the show. She left me a message last Saturday because she tried to join, but Saturday maybe requested. So I don't know where she is right now, but she did leave me a message on Saturday. She tried to request a show, but it mattered. So because Saturday I had a rushed program, so I wasn't checking the request. But this platform is open to everybody to come in, but also if anybody doesn't want to take part, you feel that you don't have much to say about the platform, we also rest that because it's about people's choices. So ngalong because Mojamale ben nyinin ka ngala kola, I think she has a fan base on Bantaba. All and I'm responding because Modole question I don't want the person to feel that I'm disrespecting you because you keep asking the question where's Fanda, where's Fanda. I don't know where she is today. But Cherno, you want to speak? Okay, Cherno Job, Niela request to Jeleba. Fatu Walela because of Chorno because Namanaje you talk on the platform, so wala maybe TikTok like Salendi. Let me add you because don't oh Namana Chorno Bantawaja. No Namana Chorno Bantawaja, wala so I thought maybe TikTok like ala request. Okay, Chorno well any Ami Fatu Wale Bijam, welcome to the show. Enembara. Yeah, thank you. Thank you.
But let me tell you one thing. BPP is a close relative.
And
this operation also a minor operation by the locality.
Wow.
You know, nearby 3 of them. They don't have surgical gloves.
Wow.
They don't have clinical gown. They come in do patient
Banyul Hospital.
Banyul Hospital B.
Wow. Edward Francis Small Teaching Hospital.
Yes. The man Grove Hospital. The man from surgical from the gown like that in the patient. They operate 3 of them. You know what they told them? I'll be more for next week.
Wow, really?
Yes, for B. Honestly. Nimbe jam ko badi ngol ma ko nyako on tota officer ban to katalan kana minor phone call ako nyabal musto do na dima ko ngol ko kumbol ko je ko bring ngamra last week on and off promise upon plan they should go undergo surgery.
Wow.
Glove kan kamare ko full glove ijele mi da ko a patient they need 8 because surgical glove akonye wodo tadase ba de locate mala mane na ta so je kan ko laje. But they couldn't carry out the operation because
of I think a lack of what? Surgical gloves? Yeah?
Gloves. Yes, gloves. And then for them gown on America do
they ran out of that one also.
So you know Canada law Akava mole ko American ko ka American
egana jararo la
necessarily. Nyamela sa mandin ko lola ni mo me
absolutely
paro me tan ne with all due respect san wati ti manam baro ko ifo na nyillahi do ani alama to ne musulmi na fa na ngari musulmi na do musulmi na la hido bele ana tan min do aka vole makela dan ko do ngai muso so ba ne muso fa ne ne ni to nya tan wala ni aso na na ka curriculum fa be ka wanyar
mbadu
wala ka fa de to ni fa mai baro botana bare bota ba se tundo ka abni ni ba se area wala marché be bala foni sa ya saw amam wala marché ko fo de ka fo en marché lo la na bada wuri jomal ka atata kerewan tundo kam base kerewan na la NTB chairman lo
IPB chairman lo gawo
man na ma fo len bala marché le fon
no ala ka brigam ko le nene rek
last year almost last year base area council of the complaint ne jono
wow
the audio was circulating. The same last year, I'm going to pass it in the Catella Ankaro, Tiasa Ankaro, the Keletioko, Tasen is on because he might need you. Imantio Sano. And one like to let him borrow but a basse, my phone. Abelona Mama Candace, what when that was in 96, I was in that area. Because I've been there 6 years. Sometimes I get a Saturday and I'm posting. But say, imagine, say, it's a mobile lockdown. My most so did
what is scary? What is absolutely scary?
Referral hospital. Surgical down, imagine, they had to send the patients home. And we call that, I'm a president who care about our life. I can't buy some Dakar, they could out some medical check-up. What can I lower cover Moleko, Molka America, a Canadian, the Molka Buloko side? Come on.
No, Obango, we have a problem.
So now can I become a colleague of Kohana, young Wada Bondi, and I free Wi-Fi.
Free Wi-Fi is Abu Kumo for Koreng.
Paratolocano is for 700 bed. I mean, Wale.
Muna all of the situation of Benyadi, the Farato.
I don't come for it. Sometimes you can't. I mean, it's not only in I think of the Muslims. But
Tonalega send it.
So become a little it in theater so that bring become a qualified
no kalamtal yeah
I shall not become a back become a bucanere West Coast bucanere will they know their authority will you have a young Janat above members of your so
exactly no one in Gajam because Brin Sirifo BJ Baro had a good opportunity.
This has nothing to do with partisan politics.
Yes.
This is something about our nation.
Yeah.
I understand. Because they put a Gambia and they want the bank level. It's only lot of diaspora can I pay for it. You don't block. Then Basawale can I road a couple of her, Senegal, Oriental Mafia, Ilamol would again at pay for it. So I can Dembamaronko, if you cross the border, you step into the diaspora zone.
Diaspora zone, yeah.
American diaspora and American country. So the Ninkum has a robot about the Jahal, the I've been saying that I've been attacked and below attack material. Into the mark of the can you tell Luria Marolo market? Yes. Because ya Germany, they were written into the Luria. Make it. The one banco don't kilometer. Badly, they don't even campaign for butter.
Yeah.
Be number one phone call, phone call.
Yeah.
If they are to do it, fine. Personal interest or the need of support in someone and another, but Banco should come first.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's
a sad situation. It's a sad situation.
Yeah. Time for next week. Man also, God knows.
And these are you see, Chono, these are the things that we should be addressing. These are the things that the people's stores should be addressing. The issue of health, education. Yeah. Yeah.
Now we can meet the people so few ministers
yeah.
Health minister, agriculture minister, education minister, and then these are key people this general complaint is no bundala kamne for national minister national about gabra wala plan of maintain wo side la yaso people jada kana minister times of late MC Jaro me alma yem for be
yeah
wala ka jabra minister so after the na rapport I put ana la minister plan of money but be sadly 52 million budgeted correctly into abega money sadly at bantiyo from da phone or something like that also na kana America bulo ko baro
Fatu Wale, if not to contribute. Abaraka channel. Thank you so much. Thank you, Pamali Kamara. Thank you, everybody. Melba comment on the Facebook. Thank you, Fatu Wale. Bismillah. Audio Jumala Odi, Fatu. Oh, I didn't moment to break a macunu. Oh, bring think about the later Majibe, bring paradise Babon later Majibe. Yeah. 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 No, he's now he's now a dictator. Dictator, full-fledged dictator because Akadiam Nyaming time phone is crazy, you know.
2026 no kana sila araba ronga ta bondi jele ay na bo nun tamle ko na nde ba fu mo ko na ay na bo jele nu araba ro man tare panto to yaje tabule fon ko ta ma bo jele so sai be men kala wala mun na ta araba ro atele jato fa mol bana da ko ga mol bina fu addu bina ba ta sa chanta le bu sai na ko to na bu sai kambe la ko so ya la kambe la ko mun ko diamu akan ni sukuni ba ke la man tare ka fa akan kam fandu lam bukan ala bukan gambia mo be jiamu na nyamen akan mun to gambia mo tel fa man right from most of us sakat ma fa den jol man right long nyanta men kala puna na banko go din tel fa be pantala banko ni la pantala banko din right ni su ja ni men kan na sign tibe emergency number mala drum ibinala hadin man jiamu no ibinala be dabundan yele lan kan samba
yeah
but it can be a sign check no kan foten sa ko to sign tao mari nyon on alaman tankala alama alay agema police officer operation of no man keno operation of check no sign check operation of near check it can make most of the doctors me ka for the last minute yaka in the rest papa de nana ye balon ni kan ye balon karan nyokan o ina ke hani ati balon kala ya jala ibon kono ci fu la doy kono asari ye kono ni la ye kono la ani organ men yalo nyata kala la yol time as stick nyola you understand so this is all the make ele do ko from akata slande ba kala it is so to go the change of government fan kala mo men tama bi they need to go for studies hard times studies you understand doctor we get it buddy I don't know no special but they still need that refreshment training refreshment training is very important even of tanot but ana for milk yellow tan ni bukata update like na refreshment training it can you like techniques new fangal it can complete lapang in a way that it is in that aseptical way. You understand? So these people can be in regular. Don't put all of it you know, everything needs to be in the right way. Infection also control
we just have to keep trying. Obviously, we all need to be on the alert for 2026 because it's a very crucial election for our country. Gambia la Conte Fatwale something in my quiet moments. Gambia la Kugambala for back. The Sora Jawle, the country is divided. We are divided. We have a president, Mayalongo, he cannot deliver. But he doesn't want to step down. So because Palazzo Nying is the privileges of the office. Walatina Malafika Boje, million wala Kamel Soto, another Dimbayalu. Another Babaro is planning to hand over power to his son. Niga for Mulka, people take it as a joke, and maybe people tell that he is dreaming, but people can dream. You know, it's some people like to dream. So Adama is dreaming, and Adama has that's what his plan is. And he's testing our he has tested our patience. I've been a patience test can more. So but yalong one thing we Gambian or cooking kata sirene me jutula mola. And there's one thing Adama is mastering the game every day. Academic platform or to abe cool double political finkle he Adama nalo report for him kono fonga fembe karte file dol mislead la and Gambian old dol video I'm sorry but dol yol mutulu killing wallet you understand dol je ni wole kuma killing so jani be tonya ni lona they just go away the flow. So it's very important to gonna act together. Well, we should be very vigilant and put our energy on Adama Barrow. Wallahi ninga Adama Barrow bulai mbafal ha Adama is this. Yalonga nganyine for ha Adama work kind Adama is this. 2021 Jumala plan for Adama was going to come up with that Sunyaro to get 457,000 votes. Jumala will plan no. More Adama is clueless. Adama mala mbekiri. Adama Barrow yala hajolo nede. Yeah, Adama yala hajolo najibe Adama. There is one thing ika kukurin cross. He said Adama neng yekumo membe fai. But the no lung Fado wale hanite fado wale bi ni lota jang. Nka example I know you're not gonna do it. But ni lota jang sama I'm MPP. Adama Barrow will welcome with open hands. Abenina lenen ajibe smala sise nendrol membe fai jang. Clueless tray but B what Adama interest overrides the interest of the Gambia. So Adama look ajibe nyin coalition akanyin molme be sambaya. Ajibe nyin musun ni ngombe ya jame attaquant. Fama monoto alliance le. Ajibe kune ye microphone di wala and ye microphone di amikoli le prina ya jame disrespect. Ya kachale. Ya wale kala. Imama ye microphone di ala because ya plan ne pro aina ya jame jabi. So wofana ya fan use as a jorango wala nante ka fa mole ko mom kana so moye use as a jorango. Imagine MPP ko ya use as a jorango. Barrow got what he wants, but monekata atela credibility le tinyata ami ko ya fan le destroy kunum musu futuri go ite bela futuola palaso jarede le ka fa ha ya jame ko lafta kan samba jana kanyinka kinyinge how would your partner think about you? You go on a platform saying that number because niya ntebe mo nyininga itani wobe mun kachala falla conversation for that auto. That's what everybody will ask. Yeah, because niya jame yo stasi nya krim fo itanya da ya jame block la lefa alla conversation no manyana hani jam falla janya ta block la straight away. But abe molu threaten na abe fala mole ko ha jame la audio be mbulle mbe jame. So these are the things and nyim political nte ko le fo molie. Some people don't dolbuji crowd like a dul samba you furi like a dul samba. Always kana son yela credibility tinya kana son yela credibility nyinga politician jamal ima Ismaila Site yela credibility tinya because of Palazzo kana nela credibility tinya nyi musu ningo fana atemanke foni député o da mati de foni député jelle botaji. It's very sad. imo moy fada bo nyininga fada bo yala dia mo moy de
yeah I have for
ako ya jame lafta ko kade yes is I very disgusting statement on level ako ya jame lafta kate nene ka samba ikotolal jini pro anaye kafu can you imagine anda be nyim fokam podium oleto mo be balla moy kan ala fida ate as a woman thinking that I can jamele destroy but ate fonga ya fonga destroy I fonga disrespect
ya no amalo ne muso ni ko ke o la ke dole bulata no me ka fele son ta men na mo wotafa
exactly yeah
it's better nin ke bulata no me kana fa yede but ka bulata no because this on ta men le buka fa man so men ko
no but yalo Mr. Fadabo yalo men fonga kijal ana such an important occasion okay nde jamaje man ndi am sifal mo kala fi kandabla but meet the people's talk idemo député wolti ntolle kete joyla karifa jola every day ye microphone o shira fonyin ko kuma foye membe fonyin na fala because whatever happened between you and Yaya Jammeh wala damn business lady woman fonyin ko na fa fenna when to gamme no na fa monela idemo you are a lawmaker fonyin people want to hear monebe mani boto da jindila mona atinne be jambando sotola food security comme ñi men fo jan chorno men fo jan l'hôpitanol itemu National Assembly members ye microphone dealer iman diamu growing concerns of the people of your region but you spoke so irresponsibly kataka ho ha ya jameteng ilaftante samla infola yalonte Gambia fo this lady doesn't deserve to be in National Assembly this itamara Senegal a lawmaker will act like this. This shows our level. Gambia, we are the lowest of the low in the mentality and the way we behave. You don't let the what? You know, Karal Sin to National Assembly, Prukantola World. This today I'm not lawmaker. But the microphone, can you come and see for because I'm fan tambindi wala. Chorno, I don't expect you to take a microphone. I make far to the same thing. Far dabo. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, comment on member for man ko faraboy je jama ke barawale
True.
Atabe ni for campaign ke papa yala destroy do ya is my cup of tea but ya be cooking fula wala ko no that it cannot be compared with Baraw o ya akili atale killing na senje black ata hamela asmaya and man ko ka mena wulu ka kala danga you are taking him for them. I'm really happy about the muscle of platform. Keo hani fani banta ba ne company wo su na akosu mo enko I didn't know. That's tell the truth.
Yeah.
Yeah, near your muso and muso and Kalafabe you see fight and come at them. Well, with all due respect, I find meaning company or South Africa for football. At the man you see follow is sad.
Yeah, it's very sad. Then I'm having to meet the people's store. Now for National Assembly, I will talk about it. Now, I don't know, myself, I audio le bonding from outside the media people. Mental discuss. Yeah, but you're attending the media people's store. Me along control better now more nina remittances could be everything. You million yadi barola. We all have a stake in this. You understand? Yeah. Yeah. Okay, Allah baraka. Thank you so much. Thank you, Abaraka. Science for me na program mo kumfala jana. Allah baraka. Thank you, Fatu Wale. Thank you.
Nka ye kuma kilim for na goye male na di ko ni model operate fa ke yeta ye la fenko karanyola na onkula ke tale le banyi lopta no do operation ya la intestine karanyola so video kara na domoro ke abukaji inaka ani opun koten amana mikno mama mega dingol tu sora jawo sango indi medicine le babulu
that's sad. Alama ya sujada kende alawai. Oh, bandale. Alama ne mani kafir kalai.
Operation flat fingers reopening in mana awati.
Amana awati ndesan.
Na so yire ke kanala intestine kara is ifegenyol kara. Yara fam. So na domoro ka bukaji. Then the following was no ma kalamte also force in about 2 days no ya kalamte ya selende kote. Yeah, bonni but I'm not make no.
Abala fa warta ba ke.
Yes, very sad.
Operational yeah. It's so sad.
Yeah.
I most of me along my brother. Yeah, some of time to them for enough nice story for them. Yeah, some of time the for the yeah, Ross when you look down. Harisa akon thinking we call after the operational like correct. That one cannot be done in Gambia. Cannot be done in the Gambia. Even if it's if I get on Niman think no think Senegal all of it.
Yeah.
But Gambia at the moment now, you cannot do any operation there meaningfully. Marina health down back to the percentage. At least near operational, maybe 100%, but 99%. You can also know in life to pretending elevate sambal. But Gambia, after operation, you take a continue to jump to it's sad, man. Alama
alay kairo ke. Alama alay collaboration ya. Allah baraka baraka. Thank you, Fadabo. Thank you. Okay, mbadi wala baraka baraka. The program conclude jana. Thank you, Fadabo. Thank you, Amifatu. Thank you to Madam Sane and the Idi and everybody. Men joined earlier. Thank you so much. And thank you to the listeners. Almost 300 people came to listen to us on TikTok. Still 197 people are watching us. And over 200 and something people watch us on Facebook and TikTok. Allah barakabake. We appreciate Alkanyin platform or Lamaynari, even though Jamabaka Lafi Lamoy Rolla, the Bakalafika joint call to which we appreciate. The fact that you are listening, we want the message to go on. We will try to be here. Interview bitala summer, then it might be late. It might be around 8-9 o'clock UK time. Lamin Sana interview bit, but I will confirm that with you guys. Sama ni nata live lalon ko interview kala nimana, then I'll salon ko interview tinala on. So we'll continue having programs on YouTube Online Bantaba, and we hope for alama alay kairo sepatin na Bangkok. Alama alay mansakunda sobe o samana United through United Democratic Party. Alama alay Gambia bonding in kolea economy men konoteng. We have a very irresponsible government in the country. It saddens me a lot that to see that Adama Barrow na president really saddens me. Manjutu Barola, but Adama Barrow man qualities of a good leadership. He is a very self-centered person. Everything is about his interest. Anything that will keep him in that number one marina parade, even at the detriment of the nation, Barrow will do it. And Adama Barrow will keep economic in Gambia as long as because Adama doesn't trust the Gambian National Army. He doesn't trust his own security. Because economic level Gambia, he thinks that as long as economic is in Gambia, he is untouchable. All right. So Ndol Bangu Dingolu, Mediamla from the bottom of my heart. I love this country. I'm not saying that I love Gambia more than you do, but I do love Gambia. And we should all love our country. Anything that will better Gambia, that's what we should focus on. Alinga Bangol GB, Bangol Medialonko, they are progressive, how they behave. Alinga focus on things that matter to us. Gambia no naturally, ntenga men cross nyim banko kan. Gambia no love to defend. We have some attitudes in us. We like defante. Adiatanyal and defante. A better atale. But at some point, it just breeds in negativity. It brings in positivity, but the outcome can be devastating. We like it in Dolgambianol. Wala na alaka defante nyatongul dina. Ya jame buki defante kelenu. Ya jame ni diaspora ko to defante lalenu. Alingam fo nyini ga mana nanka defante nyatongul soto. Yalonte, I always like to think outside the box. People get the kind of leader they deserve. Adam Barona rakata defante katot. Because don't fall after defante lale. Just look at the social space in the market to nyola nyaminka to defante. Allah will give you a leader with such an attitude. That's us. B, if somebody is talking about Bantaba Ninka use nung comment dolga kachal menke platform or tente ko samananya ninko okay wallahi I will have 500 viewers. Yes. Nara nung kanaja nem vananga tojalan teken ka fige yo degulan se useli mungi tojal diu sangame wala. 500 people will come and watch me or more. Minimum 500 will watch TikTok. Met TikTok damala mas Facebook for. It's because we like those law ebb discussions. That's us. Well, Allah has given us a president, me alonko, na sita instead of ajibe chorno jobe men fokanjang, surgical gloves. Aman soto for the patients. Gambia larango ka mo saba denani saba dindin sabaka la larangkan. This is Edward Francis Small Teaching Hospital. Look at this. Nganyin listomen published IEC jang. IEC officers giving, according to the audit, how many people will take this as a topic and raise concerns that IEC have people, they are not credible. And this is why I'm suggesting, even to conventional platforms in Gambia, like Grand Bantabanora, they have white over. But what is happening? Every day they talk about politics. Moebonang UDP, Moebonang UMC, Moebonang MPP. This politics thing is so boring and it's so monotonous for me. It has every program, it is politics. The only program that sometimes the only most of the panelists saying Jama Jamanka, I want to see educative mealonka inquest aka ifil somanang bringing things mel godamata wolon pamodu bojana kachati anala program on mel he will bring out things like today he dwell on the budget. Ba ñun Gambians lolu fekku ñu fa. Do sira fam segu se le fam tennam ha defo malala or I'm just giving an example. Or Jikisane betene, for example, I'm just giving an example. Kare betene nying diamulu. This is what we are good at, and this is what Allah will give us. Allah has given us presidents with those attitudes. Academician or intellectual people get the kind of government that they deserve. We get presidents mainly alonko. Look, why Adam Barola life be with the fantality? You meet the people to abeke the fantality. Ismail Sisanada, he mastered the game. Barola likes that. Baro Nika UDP attack. You'll be his darling. We need to get out of this bubble. But it's our take as a country. The country belongs to all of us. It's not owned by one person. Ningambia tatanyato, atatanyato mbele, ningambia mutra koma, amutra koma mbele. It's our take. We either have to put our act together. This is what we did when Yahya Jammeh was in power. It took us a long time before we put our act together. And it was too late. Right now, Barrow has clocked 9 years in office. Unbelievable. Birim Barrow nata ning ikomoliko Barrow betala for 9 years, more no amount possible. Somebody who came with a proclamation kabe 3 years lekela, abitaka be yot kan demanding, the 3 now turned into 5 and 5 to 4. Now he's eyeing 10 years. And now he wants to go for 15, and we are taking it as a joke. No, Baro te fenkela, Baro fenkela. Yes, it's a Baro boy in the Nole. But we have to be meaningful steps towards that. You don't go to university, they give you a degree overnight. You work and write your thesis. You work towards a strategy. If we really want to see the back of Adama Barrow, we should all come together. I will keep emphasizing that. I know we don't see eye to eye in the ranks of the opposition. But sometimes we have to go through these unpleasant territories to get what we want. These unpleasant territories, we have to, for the sake of our country. Opposition leaders olu na Alfalu, the likes of Halifa Sallah, Alaji Usenu Dabo, they should inyantanala le kacha, itolong Alfalti, itolong Banko Nyalti, It all there the long-standing politicians, be banko be jikiri tolela. You see the formula work out, bring the opposition together ahead of 2026. Because Gambia needs them right now. Not only Gambia needed them before, but Gambia need their wisdom and guidance. Ni woketarek ibayela banko na bodi Adama Barrow bulu. Ntemeda fola jannen ko allegrali behind UDP. But nindi am de ba fola ko sehu ba fanko to bambangol la bawate be UDP le. Hananta monta UDP mba fola le. Ndol sa no le ngandey. Alhamdulillah ke baya ketale. Be siren tubab du jan alhamdulillah. Nyanta domandingol men sotola nga sotole. Na hargendingol nga sotole. Jenda fo be bono Gambia politiko to nga singa na quite fenko mira. But we really have worked so hard for this country. And Gambia be clearing, it's not fair we turn our back on our country. But Gambia is at a crossroad right now. Manangana janka appeal. Some people will not even count me as a UDP member. Yes, because they are sentimental. Look, I'm a bona fide member of UDP, but I bring this program to bring civic education for the greater good of the country, because this is what is going to be beneficial for the United Democratic Party. This is going to be beneficial. In sanity, not in the political corner, UDP is going to win from that sanity. That's the only way we can get. Sometimes kamola tuwe amanke tuola diati or whatever or mandinka expression or ngamato la yamuinti. But I just want to appeal for this decorum, and we move on. So I'm gonna conclude la janne for another time. It's a work in progress. It's not going to be easy, but we deserve a better leader than Adama Barrow. Adama Barrow should go in 2026. Wallahi, mo jamabela citizenship revoke la ni Adama Barrow continue. I'm telling you, mo jamale what is there to be proud as a Gambian ni Adama Barrow continue to be in 2026? Not for me. Not for me. Ma wanted a Gambia de. Because bading will be bari na bodo do fay kala mena fon la Gambia. Ni Adama Barrow ko represent. Ibe mu appetite le sota pour kada banko fonka. Let's be honest. Because tilo you can go and get it from other countries in the world. Because yeta le banko kam fala ni toro ibe ni $1,000 in and out, maybe back at 1,500 or maybe ya increase 3,000. Ilo le banko ka ite content ring. President na microphone mutabe mobe nen na be mo disrespect la. Mama Kalabante Jabi me alon ko fon she's not an indigenous citizen. Asita ita Gambia dingol be disrespect I more disrespect. Well, Nitoro, why do you want to live up with that? So Allah baraka ba kembe program o kumfala janne for wajido you line banta bala current affairs show. Allah baraka, thank you for your time. Allah baraka. Bye bye.